like I was Drake, yeah.
Don't just try to tell me you love me. Can't keep it real if you really don't trust me. Come with a real, you here up in the front seat. Get my meals, I'm gunning for the money. Money in the bank, coming with a dank. Skrilling that tank, rolling with the gang. You sick and I on the sideline tripping. I go to the hole with the rock like Pippin.
Yeah. I'm okay.
What up, though, and welcome to Woodward Heavyweights Live on WoodwardSports.com.
Welcome.
I'm Easy Joe by Shimon Rax.
Hello.
Chris, Nick Kohloff, and it's been
Tubby.
a while
Yes.
since I can say that.
Yeah.
All right,
It's good to have Nick back,
right now.
even though he got pregnant on his way on,
Yeah.
on his vacation.
All right.
Came in here, packing extra 20 libs over there.
Did you, in fact, get pregnant after your little vacation?
Fellas, I have not been cooking as recently, so I had to scavenge the deals of fast food today. You know what happened?
Huh.
2 for $7 Arby's French dips. Knocked out 2 of them in a protein shake. We're looking a little thick today, all
2
right?
Arby's
And I'm
French
proud of
dips
it.
in a
I'm on
protein
the Woodward
shake?
Heavyweights. We are heavyweights. I'm trying to make
call us
the
fat?
name.
Dude, you're going to shit your pants. 2 Arby's roast beef sandwiches and a fucking protein shake?
Boys, it's bulking season.
Absolutely. Good on that. Wow. French dips, 2 French dips, and a protein shake. You're going to poop your pants, dude.
Were they good?
He's definitely going to
good.
run out of there.
I'm
the
good.
French dips
Although
good.
after this, coffee might be a different story.
Oh, God.
Okay.
You're just brewing a nuke inside of you.
I'm good.
I'm about to release one of the funniest tweets I think I've ever had in my life.
You've been sitting on
It'll
it?
probably drop it somewhere near like the commercial break. No, just now. Just now thought of it. Listen, I
Is
was
it about Arby's?
No, it's not about Arby's. You think I'm that fucking fat?
I don't know. That's what we were just talking about. It was pretty funny.
Just tried the French dips, give it a 7 out of 10.
Yeah.
No, it's about Hutch. Actually, don't we have the video of Hutch?
2 French dips, a protein shake, and a dream.
It's just funny to me. Shout out to Luke Skywalker in the booth filling in for Chris right now, our intern.
Shout out.
Shout out.
If Chris did his job correctly, or I guess you were in there, so if he taught you to do your job correctly, there should be a video of Aiden Hudson hitting the field today at OTAs.
With the waves.
Yeah.
Yo,
He's got the do-rag on.
that's part of my funny tweet.
Why is Hutch actually wearing a do-rag in that video?
Listen, brother,
It looks like it.
I'm waiting on the video evidence because I'm trying to figure out what the fuck's going on.
Do we have the Hutch video of it? Here? This is Hutch walking into camp, and this is from the Lions Instagram. And zoom that in on his head,
Okay.
because that looks like he's wearing a do-rag. Does it not?
It looks like he's wearing a do-rag.
Because it's not a shiesty, and it doesn't look just like a neck thing.
Well, I don't even think shiesties like lay on your neck like that, do they?
No, and they wrap around. That's a do-rag, dude.
I got this to say. I appreciate a little bit of cultural appropriation. All right, it means we're cool.
Yeah,
We're doing cool
doing
things.
something right. Other
You know?
people want to do it.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Secondly, the last white dude out of Detroit rocking the do-rag just happened to become the fucking GOAT, and that's minute. I'm just saying. that the last white
He
guy
did used to rock the baby blue
out of
silk
Detroit,
do-rags a lot.
the last
yeah?
white guy rocking do-rags out of Detroit claimed the GOAT title. Just saying. I'm not mad.
I mean, Hutch with waves would be a problem. Can we get a Photoshop on that on the fly?
We're gonna have to talk to our boy.
Oh, let me call Ryan right now.
He's probably coaching. No, it's raining.
No, it's over. Baseball's over. He's back.
Baseball season's over.
He's probably just making out with Brady in the back or something. Let me call.
All right. Because that would be.
My balls
chat.
is hot.
Nick, you got the chat open? What are they saying?
Chat says I thought it was a hoodie. Definitely not.
No, that's not a hoodie.
The experts.
Dude, I'm telling you, it's a do-rag. Hello. Hey, are you still here?
All right, so he's literally on the phone.
All right, you're on air. But can you Photoshop Hutch with waves, please? Because I'm pretty sure that is a do-rag.
Or just ask him. Also, you know, Mr. Beast doesn't do like.
All right, yes, dude, please.
You know, hood Mr. Beast. Can
And
do
like,
some hood
yeah,
Hutches?
put some like neck tats on him too. All right, thank you. I love
All
it.
right, I'm gonna pull the chat. They're saying
Dude,
it's a hoodie.
hell yeah. That's a
Run it back, Turbo. Just one more time. I apologize.
A hoodie? How is it a hoodie? It's a do-rag, dude.
Well, a hoodie would also like
It would go around his neck.
Yeah,
You'd see it around his neck. You'd see it
on
on his arms.
I'm wearing a fucking hoodie.
Yeah. No, that's a do-rag, bro. I like it, honestly.
Oh, it's interesting.
What the fuck's going on?
I mean, I'm here for it.
A little too high for that right now. I want to know what it is.
Maybe he's been chilling with Kirby.
It's too loose to be a hoodie. It's definitely a do-rag.
With Kirby.
Hey, I got no problem with it. Again, a little cultural appropriation means you're doing something right.
Harley riders wearing do-rags 75 years ago. Yeah, from Wild Hogs. What's
John Travolta.
John Travolta wears a do-rag in Wild Hogs.
You are absolutely
Terrible
correct.
movie. Awful movie. But he does.
You also have a video of Ahmed.
Yeah, I'm just walking out looking like a horse. We got videos of a bunch of people walking out. I was all over this. All the different lines, walkouts. It was like a runway. I felt like fashion runway.
It really did feel like a runaway, didn't it?
Dude,
I swear.
I was
J-Mo
watching
first.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, J-Mo, the number one, looks faster.
Dude,
I haven't even seen him run yet. He just looks faster
we
wearing the
put-
number one.
Yeah, Chris, do the J-Mo one next, because this guy, insane aura.
It
J-Mo, and
honestly
here
is
it
fucking
is.
crazy.
This is J-Mo wearing number one. Like, if that doesn't scream 1,400 yards, dude, I don't know what does.
Come on. I couldn't even breathe. I had to catch my breath. What's going on?
He's walking out with Leaf and Kirby, dude.
He looks faster.
He does
How?
look- he
How
looks-
does he look faster? Run? This is crazy. He's walking.
His calves, dude, his legs look bigger.
I don't know, man. Flannel Sam has a war against aura. A war, some are
He
calling
has a
it.
war. He does.
He has a war on aura.
Yeah.
That exudes it.
You can't
deny.
argue. Cannot argue that.
It's a thing after watching that video.
That is inarguable.
And you call this glazing? I mean, I felt it.
We got another one. This is just Hassanin walking out.
Okay.
Just first look at the kid, and he looks like a tank.
Looks like a fucking horse.
Like that guy is built like
He looks. His brother tweeted. I don't know if you saw. He said, "He's. I don't want to say anything, but he's looking bigger than Hutch.
Dude's built like a brick shithouse. Look at his arms, bro, and the quads.
Little inside.
I watched all of these, all of their little walkouts. There was a
Yeah.
Derek Barnes one too. I feel like bitches Project Runway or something. I don't know. This is cool. I'm just. Are we that thirsty for football that we're watching these guys walk out for OTAs like it's the runway or the fashion show?
You know what?
Where you at, Nick?
Let me
Are you
hit that.
tripping? I know we're high. Wait, are we that
We
that
are
high? This is not cool.
I mean,
Are we not? Yeah. Are we the only
all
ones?
right. About
feeling this?
Hutch with the do-rag, I'm here for it. I was a big Eminem guy, so
Let's go.
definitely my favorite rapper. So I'm behind Hutch with a do-rag. I don't know if I can say that as a white guy, but I am saying it.
Have you ever worn a do-rag?
I
have not.
Bandana.
Not the
Bandana.
same thing, but
Yeah. But I was like pretty
Do-rag
young.
be a bandana.
do-rag adjacent could be a bandana. It was not. No,
It's just cooler.
it was too long to be a bandana.
It's
It's not like
cooler
I'm
for
ripping
do-rag.
like bandanas
it's
out now, but
definitely-
He's got curly hair.
He does have curly hair.
I think he was. There's
Dude,
no
watch. Ryan's
way.
gonna get us the coldest Photoshop of Hutch with neck tats and waves, and it's gonna be here in like 10 minutes. He's so good.
I don't know, dude. It's gotta be.
Do waves help him get more sex? I feel like they do. Makes you more wavy, more flowy.
He was saying flow.
And he was
Last
walking.
press
He was
conference.
walking pretty wavy, dude.
He
Like throw it up one more time. Last time, Hutch in the do rag. This guy.
He heard us insulting his hip hop dancing,
Yeah.
and now he's just diving deep into the culture. He's a method actor, so he can prove us wrong.
I will.
Like he's walking with some.
What do you say, Nick?
It's a do rag, bro. It has to be.
Yeah, is he trying to what?
I guess I just don't
he
get why
going for?
he'd be wearing a do rag.
I don't know. I'm here for it though. Why not? Why do you not need to be wearing a do
Because
rag?
Drewski dropped the video this weekend. Drewski did whiteface.
That
Guys
shit
didn't
was
see it.
very funny.
We'll go. I'll grab it.
Did you see the guy that responded? That looks
old
exactly like Drewski in whiteface.
Yeah, but he was old. He kept calling himself a white YN.
Yeah.
Brother, you are neither Y or N.
Yeah.
You
I was
you are an OY.
I was listening to Wiz,
Old Y.
a Wiz Khalifa and Lil Wayne song, and they kept calling themselves YNs. I was like, you guys are like 40.
Yeah. dude.
Like 45. You're
Yeah,
not,
come
you're not young
on.
anymore. You
You
can
gotta-
still
you
you can
gotta
still be
know
rich
better.
and free, but you're not young anymore.
Yeah, no, you can't be doing that.
Luigi Gaming.
Luigi came in with a super chat. He says Nick's favorite rapper being Eminem makes sense. Yeah, Eminem and Vanilla Ice are his top two.
All right.
Hey, honestly,
dude,
Mac
it's
Miller.
Mac Miller.
Yes,
Miller.
Mac Miller's a goated.
Mac Miller's goated.
See, confirmed.
Some would say hybrid is Shady and Mac Miller. CJ with the speed. Clay Kazi is a killer.
I will say this though. About
Wait. What is
Somebody said that once.
your?
No, I didn't, but somebody did. A friend of mine said
What
that
was the
once.
bar one more time?
Hybrid of Shady and Mac Miller. CJ with the speed. Clay Kazi is a killer. You guys remember CJ Spiller?
Yeah, but who's Clay Kazi?
Probably the guy who said it.
Probably.
Ah.
Yeah, all right. But the Hassanin video,
I'm
the
not
dude's
young
thighs
anymore either.
The dude's thighs look like Barry goddamn Sanders.
Yeah.
Those were some tanks on that dude. I wonder what he's squatting, to be honest.
Hassanin?
Yes.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
guy's a brick shit house.
Built like a
dude.
fucking horse.
Yeah.
Did Hutch's leg look smaller to you guys in that video?
Yeah, it's just a compression pant.
Black is slimming, they say.
Like it's.
Just
We
saying.
got one more video of somebody doing a walkout. This one is my favorite. It has nothing to do with Detroit, but we all know our special man in the NBA.
Our special man.
Our special man, Scotty Barnes, in the NBA, just never beating the allegations.
I haven't seen this, so I'm
this was
very-
captured. Apparently, he had just eaten shit after this video started. So
I
this
wish
is
that was in there too.
this is Scotty Barnes on the streets of Toronto, I assume.
Toronto?
Give me 1 second.
All right,
It's
yeah,
this
we
one.
gotta find.
Right here.
But yeah, there is. Oh, this is Scotty Barnes
Is he?
rollerblading down the streets of Toronto, down a busy street, like a main road. Guys rollerblading, and you know he
Listen.
can barely run down the court without falling over.
I'm not mad at him.
I mean,
You know?
he's definitely leaning into it.
For sure. He's too rich to make fun of, man.
Oh yeah,
Like
dude.
he's living our dream lives.
I mean, yeah,
Can't
absolutely.
even make fun. I mean, but that is
He's our
on
special
brand.
man.
He looks like he's playing the role.
He's got.
Simple Jack.
Yeah, that was very simple. You see how-
That's how the Toronto people are laughing at him.
yeah, so shout out to Scotty Barnes.
They're not even allegations.
Where did you see this though? You have the Lions voted the most vulgar fan base according to a study.
Yeah, I saw it on
Lions
Twitter.
fans.
I didn't save the graphic for whatever reason. Maybe I'm an idiot for that one.
I mean,
You put Shout Out Bulge Army. They're the ones who put it out there.
no, I just assume that not many other fan bases have an entire army dedicated to the
dicks.
penises of the players and coaches. So I would say that's probably a big thing that leans into that. But shout out to Bulge Army, man. They take care of business.
Yeah, that's probably the reason why we're considered the most vulgar.
Oh yeah, because
that
they're
and honestly, I'm not gonna lie. Woodward Sports.
yeah.
Say it with your chest.
They tried to muzzle us with the bad words, the cursing.
Fuck no, couldn't get through
Fuck no. How am I? Like, all right, let's be real about it. The real reason why I continued or persisted. At the time, there was a guy here that was killing it. It was free flowing, letting him
Oh yeah,
run.
letting them rip.
Why would I stop?
I don't know. People
trying to
want to hear me
compete.
say fuck.
I don't. Some people don't.
I think
As a father, I get it. Like if you're in the car with a kid, and like you want to listen to shit you listen to. I'm just saying.
how old's the kid? Because if the kid's going to school, he's hearing worse every day.
No, it's not.
Yeah, he is.
Then what he hears on this show.
Okay.
Exactly.
I meant the fuck.
Yeah, that's what I'm
No,
saying.
yeah,
Well, our fucks are tied to other things.
Oh, yeah, we're pretty bad.
We're real bad.
That's all right.
I think we were bad in this segment at some point. the Hutch fucking do-rag thing's fucking me up.
The Hutch do-rag is.
I just-
Wait, so you don't like it? Or.
No, I don't. I love it. I really do. I'm just genuinely curious if it's got to be a fashion statement because if there's any, that's why I was talking about the Drewski YNs. If there's any of you guys in the chat that rocked the do-rag, was it for a purpose other than like wearing it? Like, did it work? Are you getting waves with it?
I mean,
It's a genuine
I
question.
think it would
Why
be
he
more
wearing it?
effective than a sweatband because he wears the headband sometimes and the sweatband.
Did you in football, like in summer workouts, would you cut off the sleeve of your t-shirt and wear it as a headband? A lot of guys
Yeah.
on my team did that.
Yeah.
You think he's like
Without helmets?
Yeah,
Yeah. Sometimes.
maybe he's do that. Some people wore it with helmets.
Yeah, but he's a multi-million-dollar athlete. I don't think he has to cut his t-shirts.
It could be the newest form of those sweatbands, maybe.
Kind of looks like a do-rag, though.
Because nowadays, motherfuckers are wearing bras and shit. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if they made a do-rag as like a sweat catcher. I don't know.
So
What
is
do you got?
Hutch invited to the cookout now?
That's a good question.
Oh, man. Just because he's Hutch. Simply only because he's Hutch. But, like, on cookout terms, no.
No?
Have you seen his stanky
The
leg?
stanky leg was tough. But his boss up was pretty good.
Yeah. That's not hard.
Yeah, but I think that's more important when you look at a Detroit cookout. Still just finding a place for that
Trying to
one.
find a spot for this one.
That's a tough sound to find a spot for. I like
Nick's
this.
stomach.
All
You
right,
gotta
we're talking
keep-
about cookouts.
you gotta
I, think
keep it going.
Make it through.
I heard this guy will be coming into town for autographs shortly. Is
AJ McCarthy.
Really?
invited to the cookout.
No.
No.
What?
Who the fuck invited him to the
What?
cook? For what reason? He's a weirdo hippie. Why is he invited to the
prays
cookout?
before the games or in front
I
of
just
cameras?
wanted to play the drop. All right, back to the desk.
Oh, this fucking guy.
Dude, Tubby over here just thinks
Yeah, this
everybody's
fat
invited to the fucking cookout.
Fuck you guys.
Let's go to break. I have a question about Jackson Jobe. He obviously came out with the star. We got some Lions on here. We will be talking to
Tiger's sweep.
Cool Khalil today.
Yeah.
Because shit's sparking on Twitter. There was a hypothetical trade with Pistons land Derek White. We'll see where we stand more. But Feist, I'll tell you about Mark White. Mark White gonna do you right.
Hey.
Mark White gonna give you do-rags in your life.
Yeah.
248-290-8242. Visit markwhitesells.com. That's 248-290-8242. Visit markwhitesells.com where you can save you up to $5,000 on the closing cost of your brand new home. It's markwhitesells.com.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on Shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward Golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids, all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $15 a month? How do they like working out in a clean and spacious gym that's filled with equipment for every workout? And how about free fitness training in the judgment-free zone that leaves them feeling energized all day long? Join Planet Fitness today with the free PF app, online or in club, and start getting that big fitness energy for $15 a month.
It's bear hunting season, and Dan Campbell is hungry for some kneecaps.
If you can just get a hold of them and you start dragging their ass out to the deep, dark abyss, you can drown them.
The Kings of the North are back for another year of the brand new Lions. Make sure you're locked in to Detroit's #1 sports network for all the news and info on your Detroit Lions.
Woodward Sports, let's go.
Planet Fitness is the home of the judgment-free zone where we mean everybody, can get a full-body workout in 30 minutes, and all memberships include fitness training. You get all that for just $15 a month, or upgrade to the Black Card and get used to amenities like hydro massage, total body enhancement, access to over 2,500 locations worldwide. Join in club or online at planetfitness.com. Planet Fitness, where your fitness is essential.
What up, though? Welcome back to What Heavyweights Live on WoodwardSports.com. I'm joined by Small Rax, Chris, Nicholas
What up, though?
Kohloff.
Let's go.
Skywalker in the building as well. Enter Skywalker shout out. We will be joined by Cool Khalil at 5:45 to discuss.
Did you see
Pistons
that,
trade.
too? The
That
grounds
legendary.
crew guy that flipped off the
Is it a
camera?
guy? Are we sure? Are you just gonna assume his gender like that?
I am.
He looks a lot like someone I met at a wedding this weekend.
I'm gonna
It was
assume
not
he's.
a guy.
I'm gonna assume it's a guy. You see him flip off the camera like
He's a
that?
legend.
He said, "Fucking right here, buddy."
He did it so he wouldn't be on TV. Little now, he, she, they.
I'm pretty sure it's a guy.
Now they're all over. Like, we're talking about it. Sports Center's talking
Sports
about
Center's talking about it.
it. Like,
gonna
if
be
your
on,
goal, if you were pissed at being on the camera,
We gotta find that guy. We should interview him.
that guy does not want to be on fucking television.
He's on Sports Center right now.
Yeah, not by his fucking volition. He didn't want that.
Well, hey, it's cats out of the
I
fucking
think
bag.
he did that so they take the camera off.
Monkeys out of the bottle.
Yeah, okay, relax, Mr. Durag.
Pandora don't just go back in the box, all right? It only comes out.
Monkeys out the bottle? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Is that?
It's from Pineapple Express.
Oh,
Monkeys out the bottle.
I've never heard
It's
that.
not a saying.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why it's funny. Pandora doesn't come back in the box. It just goes out.
That's a great movie, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
My favorite part about
I
those
thought
movies,
hurricane season was over.
you're not really sure what time era they're in. What
Yeah,
era?
it's like
70s,
it's like
old cars,
or
they got cell
90s.
phones.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like where the fuck, what time? Like this, it fucks me up every time.
It's a great movie.
That great movie. That and
We should get that guy on the show.
I mean, go ahead, go for it. I'm not doing it because you didn't get our fat girl on the show that I wanted. I also don't think this guy wants to be on TV.
We didn't get the fat girl on the show. It's true.
Yeah,
But
and
that
you
was
said you
like
knew her.
it was kind of a reach.
And then it time and went, and it passed. And now it's like,
Yeah, but this is the same kind of
we
thing.
could have had that moment. This is not that kind of thing. This person
It's like the Boston guy.
does that look like an interesting person to talk to?
No.
Think about every person you know dresses like that.
Seeing the fat girl trying to sit in that chair would have been really funny.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Or that one. You said, "Oh, what if the chair broke?" Even better. We have it on camera. Just saying. All right, sports.
Even better.
Sorry about that. Jackson Jobe not present for the media after today's start.
Yeah.
Or is that an injury?
I think it would have came out if it was an injury. I think he's probably just
Maybe
pissed.
go and get tested to see. I guess he probably would have went earlier.
Yeah.
Like that.
He's probably just pissed. Gave up a bad home run. Left the pitch right over the middle. But, I mean, if it's anything serious, I'm sure it'll come out.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to speculate. He didn't look injured to me when he left. Or there was never, excuse me,
The velo was down.
there's never a point in that game where he looked injured or he looked like he had an injury. So
How about we go to our insider, Detroit Tigers beat reporter, Nick Kohloff, and his thoughts.
I have not heard a single thing about Jackson Jobe being A, injured, or B, sent out after giving up 3 runs to a top 8 team in baseball.
he was not beat. Who said that?
Who said that?
Oh, I thought that's what you just said.
Oh, no.
Okay, yeah, no, okay. No speculation.
Oh, like sent
there.
to check on the injuries, what I was saying.
Yeah, not at all.
Jesus.
Not what I'm hearing whatsoever. This is just a grade A manager, I believe. Your guy gives up 3 runs in less than 5 innings completed. Obviously, what didn't have his sharpest stuff today. But why would you want to dwell on a day like that? You just want to forget about it. He's a rookie. We have so many positives to take out of today. You send those players to the media. You let Jackson go, recoup, resettle. He's only given up more than 3 earned runs one time in one outing.
Yeah.
Jackson Jobe's going to be just fine. That's a really good, talented, put-together, great at-bat San Francisco team that he tried to go through today without his best stuff. And you give up 3 runs, it's not the end of the world. This team found a way to fight back and won a game that Jackson Jobe started. They've done that all but one time this season.
Mm-hmm.
But to me, it was preserving the rookie from the media after a start like that. Maybe he was fired up in the locker room.
I mean, yeah,
clubhouse,
he's probably upset. He didn't have his best stuff, but it's not like he had a blow up or anything. He just threw a bad pitch.
Exactly.
And so he's going to learn from it. I'm sure he'll be fine. If
Phil, they did not send him down. Just
confirmed.
Yeah.
Did not send Jackson Jobe down and will not send Jackson
not a
Jobe
chance.
down.
He's pitching great.
Not a fuck. You know how long Maeda was up here before that situation was done? Like, he's not.
They win when he's on the mound.
Yeah.
They're not sending him down.
9-1 now?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've only lost 1, so however many starts he has.
Yeah, 9-1, 10 starts, I believe, is the number. But yeah, Jackson,
Big baseball guy. No big deal.
just didn't have his best stuff today. I'm not going to overreact, but a guy who did have his best stuff, fellas, Tommy Kahnle.
Mayan.
Someone was called a madman in this room, and I was with them. I thought it was a great pickup by this team. Spenny has been preaching about it since we signed this man. 1.52 ERA. Going to be on his way to an all-star game. No doubt in my mind. 2 innings saved today. How clutch was Tommy Kahnle? Spenny, what were your first thoughts on the 2 innings save from the
scary,
goat?
bro.
It was amazing. He walked up with nobody out, man on second and third.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, dude.
saved. The guy's a freak, bro. He the way he uses his changeup like a fastball and his fastball like a changeup, but even to another level. Like he only throws like 1 fastball per at bat, maybe. Yeah, the guy's a demon. I'm happy he's on our team. I'm excited to see him. Him and Will Vest should both be all-stars in my opinion. They're probably 2 of the 3 best bullpen pitchers in the American League. Yeah, it was great to see Tommy Kahnle go in there and kind of clean up for Brabia, who's he might be out of here pretty soon. Every time I see him on the mound, he's kind of getting hard contact. So you bring somebody else up, shake it up. I got a feeling he's going to be the next one to get the axe there. But good for Tommy Kahnle, good for Colt Keith. Big hit by Justin Henry Malloy. Yeah, it was a good win. There's a couple negatives you can pull from it, but I don't want to dwell on that.
Such a gritty fucking team, man.
Gritty team.
How many times like they're in those situations and like somebody pulls out? It's either Sweeney, it's been Dingler, it's been like not even the biggest names on the team.
Yeah.
It's been like these kids.
Jahan had a kid on the mound that he came in, again, same scenario that Tommy Kahnle came in where it was 2 men on, nobody out, and he had back-to-back strikeouts of, I believe, Colt Keith and McKinstry.
It was Riley.
Oh, it was, yeah.
No.
It was Riley and Colt Keith. or something. He had back-to-back strikeouts, and then Jahan comes up there and he gets a center cut 99-mile-per-hour fastball. He puts it into the outfield, scores a couple runs. Huge at bat by him.
Who was it, Nick?
I want to take a deep dive into that after the break, if you guys are down, because that was kind of like
that kid had some nasty stuff.
It was a lot of the good, which ultimately we've seen a lot out of this team. But there was a lot of bad in that half inning as well that I do want to get into and get your guys' thoughts on after the break. But just sticking with this bullpen real quick, fellas. I mean, you put in anybody and they're fucking killing. Besides, like you said, Brebbia, I'm with you on that one. Not loving what I'm seeing out of him, but good to see Tyler Holton be productive.
Yeah.
He's a guy that needs to get going for this team to ultimately be a American League contender, World Series contender. You need the lefty out of the pen to go along with Brant Herter to be for matchups, really.
It's good to see Brisky back and looking like he did last year. Chase Lee has given you some very good innings. So, bullpen's coming together very nicely. And if Tyler Holton can round back into form, that'll be one of the best bullpens, if not the best bullpen in the American League.
Joe Velo was down 1.5 miles per hour. He didn't talk to the media and wasn't in the clubhouse. The Tigers closed clubhouse access early, violating the MLB's media club regulations, says Steve in the Woodward Sports chat.
Well,
I don't know. We'll find out, obviously.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't know what you want me to say about that.
We'll keep.
Does that sound good? No. Am I going to say anything happened that I don't know of? No.
We'll keep our ear to the beat. We got Nicholas Kohloff in the building.
Yeah, if something happens, somebody's going to – Petzold will put a tweet out if it's anything serious.
Yeah, Nicholas
He'll
Kohloff
be the first to know.
Make sure you guys follow him.
And Nicholas Kohloff,
follow me on Twitter. Shout out.
I meant Nicholas Kohloff.
At Nick Kohloff. At Microwave Nick. Great Ali McNeil interview. We'll bring it to you.
That was sweet.
Shout out.
We'll bring it to you guys.
Congratulations.
Thank you, brother. Chris Mikowski, nothing. Not a word. So I don't know what the F Steve is saying, or who's saying it, Steve?
Yeah.
Steve, yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen a single lick from the top guys that I trust.
Yeah. I saw some out there already that it was not the velo was down, but the clubhouse. Or he was.
I did hear the velo was down, but
yeah.
I think it's just a bunch of people trying to act like they know what's going on, but nobody does. So
yeah, I'm not sure.
When the Tigers say something, whatever.
I feel that. Let's go to break.
His velo was down, but he was also not in a lot of great counts to throw his best stuff because he was getting behind hitters.
Yeah.
And he didn't have a lot of opportunities to because he didn't finish 5 innings. So.
Which one of you dirty motherfuckers is telling us about Mitch?
Mitch, it's Chris.
Christopher, he's not even in the booth. Does that mean the rookie's doing it?
I got merch this time.
I got.
All right, how we doing, everybody?
How we doing?
We're talking merch. If you're tired of wearing your same old Detroit sports gear, make sure you check out woodwardsports.com. Click shop. We got everything you need: hoodies, hats, tees, guaranteed to turn heads. Again, that's woodwardsports.com. Press shop.
We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side. Woodward Sports.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy precision haircut, scalp massage, hot leather neck shave, and hot towel treatment from one of our talented stylists. Step up your game this season and take advantage of our $20 haircut special. Scan the QR code and get your coupon today. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, the ultimate haircut experience. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, it's wicked awesome.
The boys of summer are ready to get back to the playoffs, and there's no better place to get your Tigers coverage than Woodward Sports. Join us all season long as we follow as our hometown Tigers claw and fight. Feel the roar with Woodward Sports.
Les Stanford has deals for everybody. You can get a 2025 Envision Preferred all-wheel drive for $259 per month, or a 2025 Hummer EV SUV for $699 per month. Don't forget the 2025 Sierra Double Cab Elevation for $169 per month. Check them all out at lesstanford.com or scan that QR code on the screen. Les Stanford Chevrolet Cadillac Buick GMC. lesstanford.com.
Les Stanford. Today, I'm fried.
Yeah, you are.
Absolute friend. Smash the like button, be a
Smash.
friend, tell a friend, share the stream. I'm easy to join by Small Rax, young Chris, Nicholas Kohloff, Skywalk in the building as well. What was that you wanted to get into before the break, Nick? You were feeling kind of feisty about something.
I don't know if feisty is the right word because
Fat.
yeah, feeling really bloated about this one. Some would say quite thick. All right. In the bottom of the fifth, when this team ultimately came through, as you guys alluded to, with none other than Justin Henry Malloy, friend of the show, friend of the Tigers beat reporter,
Friend of me.
my personal friend. I'm kidding. All right.
We just had a couple
0
Arby's
outs.
French dip.
Yeah, I just split an Arby's French dip with it.
I'm gonna make an AI picture of Jay Hen and
Fellas.
Nick feeding each other French dip.
Get Keegan Michael Key in there while you're at it.
Yeah.
All right.
He's pouring
During
this
this half inning, Riley Green comes up. You're down 1 run.
Yeah.
Guy on third. You need clutch hitting out of Riley. And with 0 outs, he doesn't have a good at bat. He strikes out.
Screams, fuck!
He screams.
funny as fuck.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
He was like, fuck!
Well, he was
Yeah.
0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. Like, not great.
Yeah, but I'm saying in this situation, we talked about Riley taking the next step. This is a situation where you saw plenty of times guys of the Tigers of the past, a Victor Martinez, a Miguel Cabrera, like the top dogs, superstars. I don't know if Victor's in that.
I mean, Victor had more home runs than
Borderline,
strikeouts one year. He got.
But Riley Green hasn't been able to get that.
Yeah, it was insane.
It's sometimes you need that game-tying run.
Yes.
And he strikes out again. Like, I don't know if he is still understanding that he does need to, cut down the swing a little bit, get that ball in play, and score that run, that tying run. Ultimately, it didn't matter. But if this game came back to a loss, it would have mattered. We would have broke that down more. What did you guys see out of Riley? And do you guys want to see, obviously, the same?
Yeah, I mean, that's what I've been saying. And obviously, he had a great game yesterday. So you can't pile on him too hard because I know what you mean. But yeah, he was 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts in important spots of this game when it was really close. So you'd like to see him come through with a hit there, but yeah, that's what you got teammates to pick you up for.
You got some beef in the chat, Nick. I don't know if you would like to address it. Coming from the morning show. Shout out to Sam Reynolds.
You're nitpicking on Riley Green, Nick. He came through huge in games 1 and 2 of the series.
Okay, I don't know if this is nitpicking. I'm just saying Flannel will tell you this, as you should, Flannel, that is a big situation for your four-hitter, to drive that run in. He wasn't able to do it. We've seen him strike out at times. Riley Green last night, 2 doubles, a single, 2 RBIs. You don't win that game without the Riley Green insurance.
Absolutely.
100% love it. Need that out of my superstar. Riley Green today, Justin Henry Malloy bailed him out.
Yes.
Straight up. With 0 outs, Riley Green has to get that run home. I depend on him more than Wencel Perez to do so.
Yep.
And moving forward, I expect him to get better at this exact same situation. Luckily, it didn't bite us in the arse today.
Yeah.
But in the future, I believe it will. It could.
Lunchbox Hooligan.
Second time in a week, too.
Yeah, Lunchbox says he was 0 for 4 with 4 strikeouts. Yeah, that's not good. But it's one game. Like I said, he came through big the past couple games of the series, so we can't really rag on him. But
Sam says it's baseball, though he's fine. I know. We have to talk about it every day, Flannel.
Yeah, we do have to break down the games that we're watching, and like I said,
believe in him.
Yeah, I don't think we're saying shit.
No,
nobody is.
Those are more
moments
of
he
the
struggles.
at-bats that you want to see him pick up. Like we said, against the Guardians, those are
Austin
situations.
Matthews.
If you got ducks on the pond in a close game in the later innings and you're the superstar, I need you to get some hits there. And he didn't today, but he came through multiple times in the series. I'm not worried about it.
Yeah, speaking of coming through, it obviously Perez strikes out too. Best friend.
J-Hen.
Best friend, J-Hen. Clutch hitting. What does this guy not do? Time and time again, when you guys need a big hit, J-Hen comes through. Love to see it today. 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runners on, down 2.
Yeah.
J-Hen, 2 RBIs, takes the lead for this team.
Yeah, you like to see it because, like I said, that kid was some pretty nasty stuff. The Tigers had just driven out the guy that gave up a lot of runs, and they bring in this kid, and he strikes out back-to-back pitchers or batters for the Tigers. They're thinking, oh, fuck, they're not going to score anything. Jahan, I think he went down 0-2 and then battled back into it, got a center-cut fastball and didn't miss it. So good at bat by Justin Henry Malloy, and you needed that. He won you the game. Colt Keith also had a very good at bat where he scored the first 2 runs on that bases-loaded double. So weird situation there with Alex Cora. I would have really loved Alex Cora to send Glaber there on that one, but it's okay.
It is what it is. So you guys are basically saying send Riley down? Is that what I'm getting from all?
No, that was Flannel.
Oh.
Shout out Joey Cora. Yeah.
Joey Cora. Yeah, sorry, not Alex Cora. Alex Cora is a cheater.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And our guy's not.
Our guy's not.
Nope. No. Never cheated in his life.
Nope.
Speaking about not cheating, I don't even know where I was going with that one. Gleyber Torres, dude. I mean, all this guy does is hit.
Yep. Loyal guy.
Loyal, just a really loyal guy. Oh my God.
You said it like
loves his wife.
Like you're dating him and you went through his phone last night or some shit.
Okay. No, I just wanted to shout out Gleyber Torres. They put in the game notes yesterday. He was 60 points higher than any other second baseman in the American League in OPS. If you're booking in Detroit Tigers All-Stars, Gleyber is booked in from second base. 2 more hits today. A key walk in the bottom of the 5th there to load the bases. 3-2 count, lays off the curveball. Good at bat after good at bat after good at bat. Gleyber Torres has really proven to be just one of the best signings in all of baseball.
Yeah, he really is. He's a professional hitter, and he's one of the hardest guys to strike out in the league. So it's important to have that in a lineup full of kind of free swinging guys. When you look at Torque and Carey and Riley, they're all pretty free swinging guys, and they want to make contact and barrel some balls up. So having a guy like Gleyber Torres in there to kind of settle him down, working at bats, seeing pitches, that helps everybody else on the team to see the stuff that the guys got on the mound. So Glaber's been great for him this year. The power hasn't been there, but nobody some people in the chat expected the power to be there. I remember when I said he wasn't going to hit 20 homers, I was called an idiot, but he's giving you very good at bats.
Yeah, what did he have this year?
He's got like 2 or 3, I think. He's touched a couple.
Yeah.
But I don't need it. I don't need that out of him. I need what he's doing right now, and he's doing it very well. So keep it up, Gleyber.
5 homers.
5 homers.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
27 RBIs.
Yep.
4 steals.
What's his OPS?
818.
Yeah. See.
Dominating from a second base perspective.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
He's ripping it.
Shout out to Gleyber. Yeah, I've always kind of liked that one. I guess I was just thinking earlier when I was talking about the guys coming up with these big moments, it's kind of been the younger guys. But you think about the Tigers team, like how much better we are this year, that has been the main difference. I mean, obviously Javi Baez has a resurrection as well, but Torkelson, I'd also lump him with the young guys too. He's fairly young as well.
Torque? Yeah.
Yeah. So, like, I don't know, just these young guys coming in.
Torque and Riley have been together the whole time.
Knowing they're going to grow from this as well, too. It's been kind of crazy. It's been a crazy year for the Detroit Tigers.
Yeah, it's awesome, man. It's fun to watch.
How you guys feeling with Sweeney still?
He's kind of reverting to the mean.
He goes through slumps.
Javi is a little bit too. You know, he hasn't been the best. But
Javi expected.
Yeah, I mean Javi's still hitting like 280 or something, like 270 something.
I think they're just straight up, Sweeney's time at the MLB has been only with the Tigers, and I think you can tell he's just a streaky hitter.
Yeah.
Like, that's what you're seeing right now. I mean, you saw some of those ugly swings out of Riley today. You saw a lot of them out of Trey Sweeney as well.
I think it was hard to get some ugly pitches.
I think that lefties probably had a tough look against some of these San Francisco arms today. I mean, it seemed like the breaking balls were really tough
those
to pick
sliders
up on.
Inside, they were all struggling with for sure.
Yeah, only guy that was able to get I remember Carey's hit that Rogers went first to third on. Big boy hustle out there.
Brady was talking shit about Jake back there.
What?
And he just,
Jake Rogers?
Money sliding and taking the extra base. Love seeing Jake Rogers back out there. Just what he is right now is just a good backup catcher.
Yes.
And that is exactly what you need, because Dylan Dingler is an all-star. So
Justin Verlander.
I would rather have Jake Rogers than some other guys. Yeah, you got from Verlander.
Thank God we have Rogers. We'd have nobody. So I'm cool with.
I mean, Dylan Dingler's pretty good. Is killing it.
from the JV trade. Thank God we have a Major League Baseball player.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
Phil says,
out
I'm
Daz
happy
Cameron.
Green is on the Tigers. Me too, Phil. Riley Green,
we're all
is
thrilled.
by far your best hitter.
Yes, we all agree that. But to ultimately reach this team's, ceiling, which is winning the World Series, Riley Green will have to come in clutch in those situations to not strike out or to get a guy over from second to third on a fly ball.
Need
It's
clutch
you're
hitting
gonna
out of your
have to
stars in the playoffs.
And it's not runners in scoring position. It doesn't have to be the double. It's situational hitting. Get the guy home from third base.
Yep.
With under 2 outs. That's what I'm saying. And that's what I want to see him progress and work on as a under 25-year-old about to be a 2-time All-Star.
Mm-hmm.
That I really like watching.
He's very fun to watch. And even though he runs like weirdo and he's orless.
Riley Green RISP is 220.
Yep. 220 with runners in scoring position. You got to be better than that.
Yeah.
Got to be better than that. Got to hit over 300 with runners in scoring position. You have to.
Yeah.
You remember, if we're talking superstar, we're talking superstar. And Miguel Cabrera's runners in scoring position, he was always 370, 400, because you got to just you got to lock in. You got to lock in. You got to put contact. Put bat to ball. Stop going for the home run every time and just get the ducks in. So I'm fine with him.
Honestly,
like I said, he was the reason you won 2 games ago. He had a rough game today, but he's got a day off, and hopefully he can come back to a couple days.
Yeah, I hope this isn't perceived as bitching about Riley Green.
No, it's just you got to bring it up.
Yeah, and I think Flannel gets people going in the chat because you're not allowed to.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to say anything about Riley Green.
Is Riley Green becoming the Tigers' Jared Goff? That's really a thing. Huh?
No, because Riley Green's the team's best player on the field when it comes to everyday lineup.
And Riley Green is a young.
Oh, is that
star.
a surprise? Is Jared Goff not the best?
Riley Green is a young rising star.
Yeah, he's.
Everybody knows where he is. It's just if you put the cart before the horse, then I'm gonna have a problem with it.
Also, just real quick, want to give this team its props. You lose 3 straight to the Guardians. You come back. You win 4 games in a row. Still the top team in the American League. Came in. The Giants were a top 8 team in baseball, and you took them 3 in a row. This team has no quit in it. You saw the Gritty Tigs come out today. Super fired up. We have a day off tomorrow.
Yep.
And then Friday night, Coughlin Stadium, I think if it's still called that, in Kansas City. And it looks like Seth Lugo will be back for the Royals coming off an injury. So this team play some more division baseball. Yeah.
Nobody's talking about them. Everyone's talking about the AL, but no one's talking about the Royals. I mean, right on the fucking Guardians' ass.
Did you see what Ellie De La Cruz did in Coughlin Stadium the other night?
Home run.
The guy hit 2 home runs over 450 feet. He's a fucking monster, bro.
Well, let's go to break. Come back. Speaking of getting better, let's talk about these Detroit Pistons. We have a special guest coming on. It's Khalil Khalil from Locked On Pistons.
Shout out.
But before, let's talk about White Claw.
White Claw.
White Claw gonna do you right. Calling all Tigers fans. Join us for the White Claw Tigers Tour. Woodward Sports will be hitting 4 of the top bars in Detroit to watch a Tigers game live on the network. Join Spencer and Easy on Friday, June 13th for our second stop on our tour at Nemo's Bar in Detroit. Be part of the fun and see our reactions live on Woodward Sports Network to the hottest team in baseball. It's the White Claw Tigers Tour, brought to you by White Claw and Van Johnson Law.
No one gives away more cash and prizes than Woodward Sports. You don't believe us? Here's our latest $10,000 winner.
You guys posted, hey, if you guess all this stuff right, we'll give it's $10,000. I'm like, okay, well, why the hell not?
And the winning doesn't stop there. How about our Outkick Your Coverage winner?
I think you won. This guy's got a hot girl.
Bigger prizes, bigger giveaways, cash, merch, tickets, and more. All from the biggest sports network in Detroit. No one does it bigger and better than Woodward Sports. Make sure you're following, liking, subscribing on Instagram, Facebook, X, and YouTube for your chances to share in the winning. From Detroit's #1 sports network, Woodward Sports. Big Big injuries, big news. Twice a week, Dr. Jeff Pierce from Michigan Sports and Spine joins Woodward Sports Network for the Injury Insider Report. Big D Energy Tuesdays at noon, and Ermanni and Edwards with Maz Thursdays at 3:30. Get expert analysis and in-depth breakdowns on the latest sports injuries from the man trusted by top athletes in the community, like D-Mac. Whether it's the Lions, Pistons, Tigers, or Red Wings, Dr. Pierce talks us through it all. Don't miss the Injury Insider Report with Dr. Jeff Pierce, your go-to source for understanding the impact of injuries on the games and players we love. Only on Woodward Sports Network. Scan the QR code on the screen or go to MichiganSportsandSpine.com to see if Dr. Jeff Pierce can help you. Is that an octopus in your pants, or are you just happy to see me? See what I did there? Go Red Wings! From Octopi Experts, Woodward Sports. Congratulations to the real Coach of the Year, Motor City Dan Campbell.
Just put your head down and go to work. It's about to be fun, man. It's about to be fun.
Woodward Sports.
Attention sports fans, don't miss out on expert sports injury insights with Dr. Jeff Pierce of Michigan Sports and Spine. Join him every Tuesday on Big D Energy and Thursdays on Ermanni and Edwards. Give him a call at 248-426-9944 or visit him at MichiganSportsandSpine.com. Shout out Dr. Pierce.
Welcome.
There's Hutch. Post do-rag Hutch. Dude,
Oh,
that would be
dude.
sweet. I feel like he'd have more sex.
Crosby. All right, let's get him. Because I need some help on this one.
Yeah.
No offense to,
I'm a white.
yeah, melanin deficient, you know. I got to get my guy Koo on for this next question. Koo, welcome to the show. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Koo Khalil from Locked On Pistons, joining Woodward Heavyweights. Shout out to him for taking time. I got to ask, Koo, have you seen this video of Aiden Hudson yet?
He's got a do-rag on.
Oh,
Oh.
can't hear you.
Yeah, I got it buzzing here. He's muted. I think you're muted.
Is Mike mute maybe you? Maybe
Yeah,
try
I
another link.
Is he good on your side?
Are you getting levels from him?
No, not like very faint levels. Like,
I got my V mixed up all the way.
1 second.
It's all good. We'll figure it out.
All right, I think he's gonna try to rejoin.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, bullpen day.
Bullpen day.
Sheriff's from Skywalker in the massage chair.
And I ain't even on me.
Do you
I bet
is he doing the same link or another? We do another
he
one?
just popped back in and popped back out. Hold on.
Okay.
I think he's working on it. I'll give you guys a signal.
All right, for sure. So the reason why we're having Koo Khalil on, one, he's great at what he does,
Yep.
talking Detroit Pistons, and
He's the man.
I've been seeing Pistons
Easy's fighting
Twitter.
the kids again.
Listen, I didn't start this.
Easy's back in the ring with the children.
I guess so. But
Honestly, I saw some of the tweets that Koo was putting out there, though, and these Pistons fans, like, somebody said, name one thing that Derek White is better than Jaden Ivey at. I was like, oh, man. Come on, guys.
what are we doing?
Yeah, we got to be realistic here.
So if you caught on so far, there's a mock trade out there. I don't know if it's from Piston Talk himself.
It's from Bleacher
Or
Report.
if we took it from Bleacher Report, but it was Jaden Ivey. Let me find actually the details of
It was
this one.
Jaden Ivey and 2 first-round picks for Derek White and some bench guy.
Baylor Shireman.
Some nobody. I would not do that trade.
I personally would not do the trade.
2 firsts, no.
No, I wouldn't do the trade. Where the disrespect, and I think the conversation goes on about,
Maybe
though,
Derek
is
White and Porzingis.
people saying, like, they wouldn't want Derek White over Jaden Ivey.
Yeah.
Or Derek White isn't as good as Jaden Ivey. And that's just, my opinion, correct.
It's incorrect.
Okay.
Derek White, at this point in his career, is a much better player than Jaden Ivey.
I know that I'm like known as the Ivy hater, and I thought, I don't know. That's why we had Koo on. Do we guys? You got?
Yeah, let's give him another try. He's back in. I'm seeing levels. Let's see if it's holding.
Nothing.
No.
I'll send you another link. I apologize,
Yeah.
man.
It's Chris's fault. I blame Chris.
Bullpen day.
Bullpen day.
Master gaslighter.
All right, let's get that another VMix link, and then we'll get Koo on. I mean, where you at with this one, Spinny?
Derek White's better than Jaden Ivey.
Yeah.
Flat out. Like, he's better at pretty much everything. He's better at defense. He's better, body type and size. He's a better finisher. He's a better shooter, better kisser. Jaden Ivey's more athletic and faster, but Derek White's better at defending on the perimeter and at the rim. He's better at finishing and scoring on the perimeter. It's like, I don't want to hoe this guy Jaden Ivey or sound like I'm hoeing Jaden Ivey, but he is just much more complete of a ball player right now.
More
He's
polished
good.
basketball player.
He's good.
Yeah,
I just
go
saw
ahead.
his level shoot up.
Good. Okay.
All right, let's
All
go.
right, this should be good
You guys
now.
can hear me now?
There we
Yes,
go.
sir.
Third time's the charm.
Okay.
There we go.
All right, our bad.
All right. So first of all, is Hutch wearing a do-rag?
Apologize.
Have you seen this video?
I want to overlay the video, Chris.
I have not seen the video. I have
Show the
not
video,
seen it.
Chris.
All right, let me get.
So
this.
Aiden Hutchinson came out for
That's what I was talking
OTAs
about,
today,
overlaying.
and people were trying to say it's a hoodie but he's not wearing a hoodie, and that is kind of unmistakably a do-rag, right?
No, yeah, it definitely looks like a do-rag.
It's not a shiesty. It's not a hoodie.
I'm fine with it,
It
by the
definitely
way.
looks like a do-rag.
Yeah.
Like, I'm fine with it. Like I said, the last white dude out of Detroit to wear a do-rag became a GOAT. That's Eminem. I just, like, is it a fashion thing? I'm just
And then
lost,
we got a
can
picture.
he get waves?
We got a picture of what it looks like.
Can he get waves?
He took it off, and we see, Hutch got a couple tats, got the clock.
I don't know if it's to get waves. It's more of just like a fashion thing.
God forbid a white boy get a little soulful. Like, dude, let the man do it. Let the man wear the do-rag. God forbid a white boy get a little emotion, man.
I just... Oh, that's the one I should have used.
Yeah, I'm doing it right now.
Nope, I beat you to it. All right. Yeah, that's my first question. All right, so the other question they asked me that I needed some assistance on is Hutch invited to the cookout. I said on cookout standards, no, but based off being Hutch, yes.
Wait, why not? Why wouldn't he?
Well, cookout standards,
leg.
no. But
he thinks the stanky leg
is gross. It's one of the worst stanky legs I've ever seen in my life. But because it's Hutch, he can come. But if he wasn't Hutch, it'd be like, hell no. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Fair enough. Okay. I agree.
All right. Thank you. I just need some help on that one. Now we make a full decision on that one.
I think it's unmistakably a do-rag.
All right, but seriously, the reason why we had you on, the Jaden Ivey trade talks are persisting.
You guys are going to war on Twitter, man.
Yeah, I saw you beefing in the streets, on X. What's going on, man?
I'm losing brain cells. That's what's happening. I'm like I can't comprehend what I'm seeing. So obviously it all started off. I heard you guys mention it a little bit. It all started off because Bleacher Report had that fake trade that came out I think it was 2 days ago or something. It had Jaden Ivey, I think 2 first-round picks for Derek White and this Bailey dude. I don't know who he is, but I think it started with that. And then Omari of the Free Press today put out 3 trades to potentially do with Boston, and one of them was going after Derek White. And it's not even I think I heard one of you guys say it already, that it's not even so much just about that trade package that's already been put out. It's not even just about the trade package. About the Ivy and 2 firsts for Derek White. I said already on Twitter that you probably just shouldn't be in the Derek White business in the trade market, because that's probably around what they're going to ask for. They're going to ask for a young player and a few picks. That's probably what they're going to ask for if they move off of him. They're trying to shed some salary, but he won't be one of the guys they just move for salary. It's going to be Drew Holiday and Kristaps. So they're trading Derek White because they actually want some value, and they're blowing it up or trying to retool basically for when Tatum comes back. So the trade itself is not even what I lost my mind over. It was when people actually started to try to say that Ivy's near this level of Derek White, and that you just wouldn't want Derek White in your team. And that's when I just lost it. I couldn't I'm losing brain cells over here.
Yeah, I agree with you on that 100%. I just said it, when we were trying to get your sound, that Derek White is pretty much better at everything than Jaden Ivey basketball. When you look at defensive perimeter, interior defensively, interior scoring on the perimeter, his ability to get other players involved. I saw someone put up stats of when he's asked to be the number 2 on the Celtics when either Jaylen Brown or Jason Tatum was out, and he's putting up 22 points a game with 5 assists and similar, if not better, efficiency numbers. I was like, okay, if it was just straight up, then we could have some talks. But I think the 2 first-round picks is where I get off.
I think people see the speed and dunking, and they're just like, that all-star, all-pro, no way this fails. It's what are we doing?
No, it's the thing. This is going to be a thing all off season, because it is every off season since Jaden Ivey's been drafted. Jaden Ivey is just one of those divisive, controversial players that anytime you discuss him, it's going to be a civil war. It's going to be just it's going to be crazy, because he has such strong fans. And then he has some people that don't think as highly of him as them, and then it just becomes a war. I really don't even want to turn this into an Ivy versus Derek White thing, but they set me off so bad with the like. There's so many people that actually believe this is close. Like I had someone say to me, "Oh well, Ivy's like a better slasher than Derek White." I'm like, "Well, in what world? Derek White shoots 71% at the rim. Ivy barely shoots 60%. Like, we gotta stop. We just have to. You can believe in Ivy, you can believe in his future." But I'm not joking when I say this. I don't know if there's one thing he does better than Derek White on the basketball floor. Like, I'm not even joking when I say that. I don't know if there's one thing. So you can I understand not wanting to give up future assets for Derek White. If that's where you stand, I get that. If you want to be high in Ivy's future, I get that too. But for the people that have been actually trying to push the idea that Ivy's in the same stratosphere as Derek White right now, that's what had me losing my mind all day.
Yeah, and Jaden Ivey obviously has more potential. Derek White is what he is. He's a solidified veteran in the league who has a championship and was one of the best players on that championship team, by the way. But Jaden Ivey has potential to get somewhere else. But right now, there is no question. Like, it's not even debatable.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
No, yeah, I agree. I think this is where Ivy. I'm sure I can turn this into a little bit of an Ivy discussion. I just recorded about Ivy's season review let me see what day it was. It was a few days ago. And the problem when discussing Jay and Ivy, I've realized in this fan base, in this community, the problem is that everyone's operating off of a wrong premise and a wrong starting point. Because so many people are confused about what it is he actually has to improve on and what he is he struggles at and what he is actually as a player. Like, for example, so many people are wanting the Pistons to get a secondary creator, a guy who can create with the ball in his hands, go and get a bucket, and create advantages. I mentioned this on the podcast. You want a guy who, on any given offensive possession, you can send Cade to the corner and say, here you go, you got a break. We trust this guy to go create an advantage and make the right decision off of it. And the areas in which Jane Ivey thrives at right now is as a catch-and-shoot three-point shooter and someone who's a great cutter and great at playing off of Cade's gravity. He's good at playing into gaps defensively when he's not the one being asked to create those specific advantages.
Yeah.
Once you put the ball in his hands, everything crashes down. He's not a good player right now with the ball in his hand. So I think that's where everything starts is people think that he's this great on-ball player and you can't wait till he gets back so he can be this on-ball guy when he hasn't proven so far throughout his career to be an on-ball guy. Like I'm going to bring these numbers up on the podcast later, but since I'm on here, I'll nerd you guys out real quick. So this year, Ivy his efficiency field goal percentage jumped from 49% to 54%. So after looking at that, you think, okay, that's great. He made a big improvement this year. That's until you dive further into the numbers, which is, look, he improved as a three-point shooter 100%. Give him credit. He had a career best year, and there's reason to be hopeful for him, for sure. I'm not saying he's not going to get better. I hope he does get better. But if you look deeper into the numbers, the only area on the floor, and I'm only doing this because so many people told me a bunch of BS saying he improved everywhere, and that's just not the case. The only areas on the floor he's improved at is as a three-point shooter above the break. He shot 44% from three this year, and he took a lot higher volume, so that helped his efficiency, which is good. But at the rim, he was still in the 43rd percentile, 60% at the rim. Short mid-range, 39th percentile, 40%. That's same as last year. 33% on long mid-range, 36th percentile. That's actually worse than last year. All mid-range, he shot 38%. That's less than last year. He's in the 32nd percentile. On corner threes, he's in the 32nd percentile. As a pick-and-roll ball handler, he's in the 30th percentile. In isolation, he's in the 7th percentile. So, like, I know that I always get painted as the Ivy hater because I happen to just read numbers correctly, I guess. But, did he improve? Yes, he improved as a three-point shooter, and he's a good off-ball player that can feed off of Cade. But there are questions about whether he actually is this second on-ball creator. They act like there aren't questions or that he's proven that to be the case. I think it's just flatly wrong, and you're just being blinded by fandom.
Yeah, and real quick, we've got a super chat in here from Luigi Gaming. He says, y'all act like White is an MVP. He's a third option. Absolutely, Luigi Gaming. He is a third option on a championship-winning Celtics team. And Jaden Ivey's not an MVP either, man. Yeah. Like we
right, that's why. This is what I'm talking. That's like it'd be different if the player we were talking about in comparison was that's I would get that, but and also this idea that Derek White doesn't have any on-ball juice, like he's only this catch and shoot three-point shooter. It's just absolutely false. I mean, Derek White, if he was on this Pistons team, and again, I'm not saying the Pistons should go out and trade for him and trade all these assets. I get running it back and develop. I'm not making that claim. But if Derek White was on this basketball team, dude, they'd beat the Knicks. If they had Derek White, they are beating the Knicks, and they might be in the Eastern Conference Finals. He is really, really good. I feel like Pistons fans don't really know how good. There are times, and I've talked with some Boston Celtics people along with Locked On Celtics guy. But there are times where Derek White is their second best player. Maybe not throughout the entire season, but there are times when he is their second best player on the floor. He is really damn good.
You could say him or Drew Holiday was their second best player in the finals, when they won the championship.
Oh yeah, he was great.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was great. He's a fantastic basketball player.
Yeah, I mean, even the Olympic team, too. You got so many other guys. Jason Tatum being one of them. Who saw the floor?
Derek White's out there getting
He plays
minutes.
a winning brand of basketball.
Yeah.
He's consistently him. Consistently one of the best role players, I want to say ever. Yeah. It's off the top of my head, but right now, yes.
Right now,
absolutely.
Two first-round picks
basketball.
is crazy. Maybe if you throw in Porzingis, too, maybe then we could talk about adding some first-round picks to it, but no, just to say you wouldn't do it straight up, come on, guys. We got to – and I love it. That's what Pistons fans are. They ride for their guy. But also, these are the same people that telling me all year they don't watch the NBA. So I guess I can't really be that surprised.
That's fair.
That's exactly where I want to take it. Is I think you led into the perfect segue here for it. Is I'm in the camp of I don't want to do it not because of Ivy being a better player than Derek White. It's very obvious to anyone that watches basketball what that is. I'm looking at it from the perspective of if you're getting a guy like Derek White, who is a 3 or a 4 on your championship team, keep in mind he is an aging player. He is over 30 now. So with that, I'm not making that move for Derek White unless I know I have my 2, and the Pistons are in the process of looking for the 2. So while I don't think it's a bad move for the Pistons to get that guy because he is better than Jaden Ivey, I wouldn't do it because I don't think that the Pistons have a clear number 2. If they had a Pascal Siakam, if they had somebody that was a clear number 2, that's when I think you make that trade for a Derek White, when you cash in one of your young guys and some picks for a player that can help you win a championship.
No, yeah, that's a really good point. I'm not going to disagree with that at all. I saw some people, like Keith Black brought this up as well on Twitter, that if the Pistons were in a farther if they were farther down the line in the win now mode, then I think that I would definitely look to move. If that trade was on the table, I would probably be way happier with it if they were farther down the line. But I do think it's fair to say that Derek White, who I don't think he's on the down slope of his career, but he is 30, and the Pistons. I think what's causing this is that the Pistons are in an Eastern Conference that's so wide open that so many people there's a bit of arguing going on right now because while the Pistons don't have their number 2, there's a lot of people who believe that even without a number 2, if the Pistons make some really big not really big, but just some upgrades along their roster, because of what the East is right now, they could shoot up to being like the Indiana Pacers of this year, or of the Indiana Pacers of last year. But I completely I completely understand that argument, and I don't even necessarily disagree with that. I wouldn't be out there trying to trade multiple first-round picks for a Derek White. And if you do end up, and I don't think they're going to come to this conclusion this offseason, but if they were to come to the conclusion during the season, whether it's Ivy, Duran, or whoever it is, that, okay, we got our answer, we want to move this guy and some picks for a guy, you're right, it probably is not, they're probably hoping that it's for a number 2 guy rather than, while I think Derek White is fantastic, that's probably not what they would want their eventual, cashing in their chips to be. Yeah. So I do understand all of that.
And the last time you were on the show, Koo, you dropped a bomb right before you leave about Zion Williamson being your guy that you would like to see.
And he did this off screen.
Yeah, you ducked out.
He ducked out the screen.
Is that still where you're feeling? Is Zion? And what do you see the fit? I mean, obviously the fit is the guy is 25 and 14 when he's healthy, but are you still on the Zion train?
I am always going to be on the Zion train because I think he's that good. But I don't think Trajan's going to want him. I don't think Trajan, from what I understand, is a huge fan of dealing with those durability concerns again after just leaving that situation. So I don't think Trajan would be interested even if New Orleans ends up moving off him. I've also heard as of late that it's not looking as likely that they'll move Zion now that their pick fell. So I think he probably will end up back in New Orleans. But if he were available, my thought process with the whole Zion thing is, and there's a few people on Pistons Twitter that have said this and echoed my sentiment, is that for a guy of his talent, it'd be different if you were taking a risk on a guy with those injury concerns for a guy that's like a top 30 talent, top 40 talent. Then it's like, okay, well, is it really worth it? I think that Zion, when he is healthy at his peak, is like a top 10 guy in the NBA. Like that's how good I think Zion is when he's at his peak. So I don't care. Like for me, if he is available and they offer a trade, I would trade for him. And if he misses 60 games, I would say, well, it was worth it. Because if he on the chance that him and Cade stay healthy together on the same team, you have 2 top 15 guys on your basketball team, and that immediately makes you a contender in the East. I understand the concerns. I understand the injury stuff. I get all of that. That's why he probably would be for cheap. But look, I don't think there's any other guy that's going to be on the market for the price that Zion would eventually be on the market because of his injury concerns, where you're going to have the potential ceiling of a Zion Williamson. I know people didn't watch Zion this past year because the Pelicans sucked, and by the time he came back, his entire team was in the grave. Apparently, I don't know what's going on in New Orleans over there, but when he played, he was playing some of the stuff he was doing this past year. If he was with legit NBA players, people would be talking about Zion a lot differently right now. And he would have played a lot more games this past year, especially towards the end of the year, if they were competitive and actually trying. They were tanking a ton of games. He would have played more back-to-backs. He wouldn't have been closed out the end of the year. So I get all the injury concerns. I just don't think there's another player that is going to become available for a cheap price that has the potential ceiling of a top 10 guy in the NBA if he's healthy. I don't think there's even Laurie. If you go out and get Laurie Markkinen, he's not peaking as a top 10, 20. I think he's maybe peaking at top 30 maybe. And you probably have to give up more for Laurie than you would for Zion. So it's is it even worth it? So that's why I'm a big fan of Zion.
The risk reward factor.
The only way I would push back on that is looking at the 2 teams that are about to be in the NBA Finals right now, the Indiana Pacers and the Oklahoma City Thunder. They do not have 2 top 15 guys. They have a guy that's a top 10, and in Shea's case, top 2. And then you have, ultimately, you have someone in the 30 to 40 range, a Pascal, Jalen Williams type of player, and depth around that. So I would say that while the price may be good for Zion, if you're looking at these teams that are successful, the teams that are remaining, that maybe you're better off having the depth instead of investing so heavily into a top 2.
Was Pascal all NBA this year?
He was not.
I think he got some votes, but I don't.
He got some votes.
Yeah,
but he's clearly a top 40 player the way he's playing.
Yeah, well, I think the Thunder do have 2 top 15 guys.
I think J-Dub is pushing top 15. Yeah. I think J-Dub is probably closer to. I would probably have J-Dub top 20.
Yeah,
top 20-ish. He's probably pushing that top 15 area.
Yeah. He's 20.
But no, the depth part is 100% true as well. I think I recorded about this a few days ago as well, that these playoffs I feel like have proven, if anything, that there is a multitude of ways to build a contender now in this parity, second apron, no longer in the super team era where you have 3 superstars and a bunch of minimum guys. That doesn't work anymore. Look at what happened with the Suns. So there's multiple different ways you can build a championship team. I do think that even with the depth, you do need some top tier talent like Hallie, and I know you like Siakam. I know Siakam isn't top 15 or anything, but I would probably say he's top 25-ish, maybe top 30. And then J-Dub, I'm really high on J-Dub. I know I was trolling him a few weeks ago, but it was kind of like a reverse jinx kind of thing. But I really like J-Dub. I think he's pushing top 15. But like you mentioned, J-Dub's on a cheap contract, so now they're able to fill out the rest of the roster. They can go 10, 11 deep. Indiana can go 10, 11 deep. The Pistons don't need, and I think I said this in the last time I was on here, the Pistons don't, in order for them to go from 6th seed to top 4 seed next year, they don't need to make a trade for an all-star. They just need to improve their rotation, improve from Fontecchio's position and get a legit 4, maybe a starting 4, and move Tobias back down to the backup 4. Get maybe a better guard at the 2 spot as a backup, or maybe move Ivy back. The 6 through 10 spot is where the Pistons need to improve on. If they improve on that, they should be able to take another jump forward Do they need the second star to be a legit contender? In my opinion, yeah. But do they need a second star to go from what they have 44, 45 wins this year to 47, 48? No, they can make improvements and get to a higher spot in the Eastern Conference without needing to make a big trade.
I agree, and that's why I don't think it's going to happen this year. Like, I think we are all pretty much on the same page with that, is that they want to run it back and to see how far they can get with this core.
I think you at least got to do it.
You're going to do it at some
point. You got
point.
to see. But I think I would be happy or content with if you pulled the plug at the trade deadline. Like, let's see what you got up until then. Am I tripping there? I feel that's long enough time to get a feel.
I think the timeline, it definitely is because of like the way the contracts are working out. Jaden Ivey's up for extension this offseason. Jalen Duren's up for extension this offseason. Asar is going to be up for an extension next offseason. In my opinion, I believe Asar is going to be made the priority. I think he's going to get his extension whenever he comes up. I don't know what they're going to do with Jaden Ivey and Jalen Duren at this point, but from this offseason until the deadline, that's when you're going to have to start making some decisions, because in a year and a half from now, if you have Cade locked up on a big contract, Ivy locked up on a big contract, Duren locked up on a big contract, Asar locked up on a contract, and now you got Ron coming up, you better be confident that these four guys are a championship contending team. Yeah. Like that's where you need to be at. So if by the trade deadline you feel like these guys, I feel like if you don't think these guys are a championship contending core, you eventually are going to have to move off of one of them. I don't think it probably happens this offseason. You're right. I don't think they make that decision now. I think they give it to the deadline. But as much as everyone loves this team and loves the core and loves the magic of this past season, simply the timeline of the contracts are enforcing you, if you're a front office, to start making some decisions soon. It has nothing to do whether you like this player or not, whether you're a fan. Like, simply because of the way the contracts are working and with how strict the CBA is now with the second apron and all this stuff, Cade's already taken up 30% of the cap space, especially with the All-NBA berth. He earned, I think, an extra $60 million. So you're going to have to start soon. You're going to have to start being smart with your cap space and start making some decisions.
Yeah.
I'm with you on that one, too. Like, even Malik Beasley, what type of money is he going to expect? And he could command the market. Because I found myself thirsting over Nas Reed a little bit, although they could just match that. But I was like, fuck, we still got Beasley we got paid. I don't know what we could do in free agency. We might have to make a trade if you want to do something.
Yeah, so what's probably going to happen with Malik Beasley, the Pistons are going to operate as an over-the-salary cap team, which means that they will have a $14.1 million mid-level exception available to over-the-cap teams, and then they'll have a $5.1 million, I believe it's called a biannual exception, whatever it is. They're going to offer Malik Beasley, I believe, they're going to offer him that MLE, that $14 million. That's the most any team in free agency is going to be able to offer him as well, because every other team's going to be over the cap outside of one or two teams, and I don't think either of those teams are going to be trying to pay $20 million for Malik Beasley. So that's the most that they're going to want. Most teams are going to offer Malik, so I think that's what they'll offer Malik. And then they'll have that $5 million to work with. Maybe they get Malik for less than that, but my understanding was Malik signed this one-year deal last year so he could get a big upgrade this offseason for a longer deal. So I expect him to sign something like a three-year, $50 million deal, something around there. That's what I probably expect for them to probably be offering or him be asking for. And then they have, because they're operating as over the cap team, they'll have bird rights on THJ, Schroeder, etc. I think the most likely way in which they make some improvements, if they don't just bring everybody back, if they do try to upgrade the 4 position at all, I think the most likely way they do it is they try to sign and trade THJ with Tech and maybe a first round or a second round pick to go get a 4. If outside of that, they are somewhat if they want to bring everybody back, especially if they want to give Malik that full $14 million, the only way they really can make differences to this team is through the trade market.
Devin Booker, bring him home. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
I don't think he's leaving Phoenix.
I don't think so either. KD, what if KD to the D happens?
Huh?
Would you rather have KD to the D?
Yeah.
I looked at Kevin Durant's shot chart from last year, like when he's 40 years old or 38 years old on a new Achilles. Literally everything green. Yeah, this is.
Yeah, no, he's absurd.
Look at that, dude.
That's ridiculous.
No, yeah, it's crazy. He is somehow. It feels like that. I was talking with someone about this the other day. It feels like KD, maybe like impact wise, isn't as good of a player. But it feels like skill-wise, he's getting better. Like, it feels like just individual skills, he's still getting better. It's crazy.
He's the greatest offensive weapon the NBA has ever seen. It's insane.
He's definitely up there. He's absurd.
Cool. We appreciate you so much, brother.
Thank you,
Before we
man.
let you get out of here, to give a shout out to what you got going on and where people can find more of your content.
Yeah, you guys can find me over on Twitter at Kuka Hill. I'm also going live on Locked On Pistons in about 10 minutes here to talk about this whole Derek White fiasco stuff. I got Locked On Celtic host coming on to he sent a 3-minute video to give us his perspective on this, and now I'll comment on it. So got that coming on if you want to join us over there in 10 minutes or so, but obviously subscribe over there if you haven't already. But appreciate you guys coming on or having me on. I need you guys to come on, actually. We got to figure something out to where you guys come on soon.
Yeah,
I've been wanting to. I've said it a few times, but I always get busy and forget about it. But we still got to hammer something out and get you two on the podcast.
Down for sure, brother.
I'd be honored, man. I appreciate you. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Have a good one, guys.
Yes, sir. All right, I'm glad. Okay, by the way, obviously you guys know damn well I would trade for Derek White over Jaden Ivey. I didn't have to say nothing.
Yeah.
Just to keep the Ivy stuff off me, I had to say nothing. It's a common sense thing at this point.
He's a better player right now.
But, yeah.
And, like, excuse me. If you want to say you believe that Jaden Ivey can become a better player than Derek White, I would hear that argument.
Yeah.
He's got potential.
I was
so
high.
But he's not right now.
The other day, today, I'll say it. I'll be real.
Right now. Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah.
That I was talking myself in the upside Ivy. I'm like, he is athletic enough to like become a beast. And Derek White is 30. That's why he's got like the more polished game. If you look at guys' PERs and WARs, they typically peak around like 29-year-old age because you have the perfect blend of still like athletic enough and you still in your brain, just the polish in your game is shinier than ever. Ivy can become better for sure.
Yeah.
Right now, Derek White is better.
But
plays the ball, plays both ways.
It is not arguable.
I would argue that he's almost like brilliant on defense because he's not super athletic.
He's one of the best defensive players in the league.
Yeah, I love Derek White, and then he shoots at 38%. I get that Ivy shot to 40%, and I do think his three-point shot did get better. But we've known Jaden Ivey long enough, and I could be wrong on this one. I don't know that was going to stick around there at all throughout the season. We know how streaky he is.
He's streaky, but I think he can be right around 38%. I think that's
I'm
very
like
obtainable for him.
But listen, we'll see. Yeah, we'll see.
Let's go to break. We got a lot to clean up. Let's do Caesars and Lady Jane's and then come back to Jars.
Okay.
Let me tell you about Caesars. Caesars Sportsbook, the official sportsbook of Woodward Sports. Use promo code Woodward1000 a year. First bet up to $1,000 back in bonus bets if it doesn't hit. Like I said, just scan that QR code on the screen and go to Caesars Sportsbook, the official sportsbook of Woodward Sports.
And
let me tell you about Lady Jane's. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men open 7 days a week. Walk-ins are always welcome. Stop in, sit down, relax. Get an award-winning haircut from one of our lovely, talented stylists open 7 days a week. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
The bad boys of Detroit sports media are here. We won't back down. We are Woodward Sports, Detroit's #1 sports network.
Hey, Tony, what's up, bro?
Same circus, different clowns.
For sure. You want the usual, the big zip?
You know me too well.
I threw a little something extra in there for your ma.
Oh,
Hope
man.
she's doing all right.
Ay, guy, sei un santo. You're a saint.
All right, buddy, we'll see you next time, okay?
Grazie.
Detroit has the best sports fans in the world. That's why they deserve the best sports coverage in the world. We are the Woodward Sports Network.
Jars, Campus, guys, top shelf quality, unmatched variety, price for the people, 27 locations across the great state of Michigan, including 9 right here in Metro Detroit. Visit shopjars.com to find one near you. If you're Grand Rapids, Madison Heights, or Milan, they got new Jars coming to you too.
So, do you guys think the Lions are intentionally aura farming right now? Because, like,
I don't think they can help it.
JMO with the #1, Ja with 0, Hutch with the do-rag, and Penny Sewell with the blacked out visor. Totally tinted visor.
Penny Sewell with the blacked out visor?
Yeah. You want me to send the picture?
That is tough. Cartier, easy doesn't know ball. What is new? How the fuck am I the one that doesn't know ball? You are wholeheartedly incorrect on the wrong side of the argument. By every measurement, by every record, by every fucking thing you can look at right now. How am I the one wrong? You are the one wrong and praying that you are right. You are, like, literally. We're talking about right now, Derek White, the third option on another team is better than that guy you're speaking of right now. Like, relax.
Easy. So what you said, because I agree with everything what you said. When I brought up the point of the Pistons maybe not being there yet, are you still like doing that trade right now if that trade is on your doorstep? Or are you saying, wait, we do need to get
the two
like,
first?
I'm
not giving up two first.
Nobody wants to do that.
Yeah, I'm not giving up two first. Hell no. Got me fucked up.
But can you like negotiate and like get down to maybe one first or something else or like a couple seconds? Like is it close enough to you for them to do it? Or are you of the mindset of we need to find like another number two or just build out this roster more before we make that type of trade?
I'm with Koo on the point of like, that's not the one I'm pushing all my chips on.
Yeah.
And I feel like the type of market you demand right now, that's the type of move we'd have to be. You have to give up a lot more than you're willing to give up to acquire Derek White, and I'm not at that point. But if they're willing to, if they believe in the upside of Jaden Ivey, the way the guys in the chat seem to believe in Jaden Ivey, the Celtics that is, then yeah, I would do that move.
Derek White is a piece that you would bring in if your core is solidified and you are ready to take the next step. The Pistons' core isn't solidified yet. They don't know what it is. They like what they have, but they, as Trajan told us, they like what they have, but they want to see it together healthy. That means Asar having an offseason. That means Jaden Ivey coming back. Like, they're going to see that. They're going to make their decisions because they're going to have to with Duren and Ivey coming up. So we'll see.
And I'm giving it to the deadline because we don't have the money to make these moves for agency.
No, and if you don't believe that this core is going to be of the level of Oklahoma City, then you cannot re-sign both of them because that will hamper you from getting anybody else better.
Absolutely. I apologize. I missed the whole
100%.
second half of that because I was trying to read Crazy Clown's comment. But anyway, it's okay, but Boston ain't doing that. They're trading Derek White due to cap reasons to turn around and pay Ivy.
Well, that's the thing I didn't get to too, is that with his Derek White's trade kicker, he is making in the last year of his contract $40 million.
Jeez.
And he will be age 34, turning 35. So while that contract is workable now in today's NBA, and I think market value for how damn good he is, but you're talking about Ivy's extension probably being in that ballpark anyways. When you really factor out the math, like I think that's the high end of what a Jaden Ivey extension would be, is the Derek White contract personally. So then it goes back to, do you do the trade or do you bet on the youth or do you say we're just not at that point? Mm-hmm. But financially,
they're not at that point. They're not at that point. They're not going to make this drastic core altering move in the offseason. It's not going to happen. They want to see what they've got.
Unless Tom Gore steps in.
But Tom Gore said
I would be upset either way, to be honest with you. Like I'm not gonna be too pissed off either way unless it's like I didn't really get to speak that too much to do the Koo stuff. He was going off, you guys are going into, but the Zion one, as much as I agree when healthy that is a top 50, you have a top 15 pairing.
Yeah,
2 players in the top 15.
Zion, it's a roll of the dice.
Yeah, reality of him being healthy is like it's a tough thing to even imagine. Just the size of him, the torque. Like, it's just not going to last. His knees, human bones aren't built for that. Human joints aren't built for that.
And I think,
and also, like, what is he adding?
I think what they want to see, obviously, Jaden Ivey healthy and coming back, and being a player, and being hopefully a very good player for the Pistons. But I think they want to see really what Asar can truly be. Like, if he can truly be a number 2, like a Jalen Williams or something like that on this team, then you get a little more flexible with either Ivy or Duren because you're not going to sign both of those guys. So we'll see what happens. But like I said, they still have a lot of decisions to make, and they've got a lot of things they need to see before they make those decisions.
I think that's part of the reason why a lot of people put so much faith in Ivy, is not only just how exciting he is as a basketball player, but because traditionally he makes sense as a second scorer, versus when you look at Asar and Duren, well, we, the basketball nerds, will break down how like impactful they are and all the things that they do. Those aren't guys that you're expecting to average 20 points a game, to isolate and create their own shots and all of that. So I think that's where a lot of the faith in Ivy comes from, is you're looking at Asar and Duren as absolutely great pieces and maybe non-traditional number 2s, but more likely probably 3s and 4s on a championship team.
It comes from lack of ball knowledge, straight up.
It's
guy real fast and can dunk. Means he real good.
No, it's literally like a lot of people that I see in the chat and a lot of people I see on social media and they like talking shit about this and being so adamant about either the players on the Pistons or other players consistently tell me they don't watch the NBA. So I don't care what they have to think.
Detroit is known for loving and falling in love with its own players. That is a big thing in this city, and I mean, it might be a big thing in every city, but when you can upgrade, you have to look yourself in the mirror, put away all of the memories you have of this player, which honestly, it's probably not too many with Ivy besides some of those game winners, but you have to legitimately look at what is the ultimate goal. It's to win a championship, put everything else away.
Yeah.
In all of these trades, like all of our teams are getting to the point where we are legitimate contenders. If it can get you over the top, you think about making the deal. Straight up.
Yeah.
Like, you cannot fall in love with any of your guys. I mean, besides the top guys on all these teams, you know, like Cade Cunninghams, the Panay Sewells, the Scoobles, or, you know, right now, as a contender, you're not trading that guy. Like, besides that, everyone's on the fucking table.
Yeah, I'm with you. And by the way, Detroit Pistons, last time they won a championship, this will happen to make a move like that and traded for Rasheed Wallace. Matter of fact, half the way that team was built up was making trades. Grabbing Chauncey on free agency. But
I think Mark Aguirre was a deadline move, too.
We'll see. Like I said, we'll see.
Yeah, Mark Aguirre's a trade, too.
It's not going to happen in the offseason. I would be extremely surprised if it happens in the offseason.
I'm not taking anything off the table with Tom Gores. I'm really not.
We could get into. I don't know if we're gonna get into it today, but
what
Shams was hyping up this offseason.
The craziest offseason.
Maybe the Pistons aren't gonna get.
I'm not like I could see both things happening for sure, but I'm not.
Fencing
for sure on one side. Yeah, I'm fencing in this one for sure. I think it makes sense to sit and relax for Lisa's deadline.
Yeah,
but knowing Tom Gores, I can 1,000,000% see him pulling the trigger. This is the guy that made the Blake Griffin trade, and I thought was horrific. Never liked it. Still don't.
Maybe we can talk about the untouchables in Detroit here shortly.
All right.
Speaking of a segment that we could cook up.
For the Pistons?
Pistons,
I think
Tigers.
there's one untouchable for the Pistons.
Red Wings.
I don't think there's any untouchables for the Red Wings.
Dude, I'm with you. Yeah, they got a lot. They got a long way to go.
You can't say you have an untouchable player if you haven't made the playoffs in 10 years.
Yeah,
that's so actually very fair.
Like, sorry.
Would it be
I like a lot of our guys.
The closest
I do.
ones.
Yeah, Cider and Raymond are definitely the closest.
Cider would be the one. If I had to pick one,
it was almost Raymond, but he took
It would be Cider or Evans.
Disappeared after that.
And I would say if there's
vanishing act.
There is nobody on the Red Wings that you can say is untouchable. Not a single player.
That's fair. All right, let's go to break. Let me tell you guys about the Massage Chair House. What was the song I made for that?
I don't know. Think about it.
Gotcha. I gotta get back in the
right
booth.
now. Top of the head.
Freestyle.
Massage chair.
Massage chair house. Where's your whereabouts? Fix your body, fix your back. Massage chair house, you gonna come pack. Visit the website, massagechairhouse.com. Tell your mom. I don't know, dude. I got nothing.
Yeah, you got
Massage chair house. Dr. Eric Duncan. You guys already know what it is. It's the best massage chair review channel.
Luke's loving it.
On the interwebs. Luke, you haven't heard a peep from him.
I'm
He's
surprised
just
Luke
sleeping
fits in that thing, honestly.
Really?
Yeah, Luke's a big dude.
You're a big dude.
He's bigger than me. He's like 3 inches taller than me. 4 inches.
Chris has been in that thing.
Yeah, but Chris isn't thick like Luke.
Hey, we'll have to do it side by side. Listen, Massage Chair House, visit the website. Schedule your appointment with Dr. Eric Duncan. Make sure you get you right. It's massagechairhouse.com.
The backs are hot, and the weather's getting hotter. Summertime in the D with Detroit's big hitters, Woodward Sports.
How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $15 a month? How do they like working out in a clean and spacious gym that's filled with equipment for every workout? And how about free fitness training in the judgment-free zone that leaves them feeling energized all day long? Join Planet Fitness today with the free PF app, online or in club, and start getting that big fitness energy for $15 a month.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on Shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward Golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
Mad Packs, baby, dropping in a couple days, so make sure you tap in and get madpacks.com. The Mad Packs Minute filmed it today. It's going to be pumping out there pretty soon, so make sure you guys check out that. Give it a like, give it a share. But Mad Packs has all the best cannabis line coming for you guys. They've got regular weed. They got THCA moon rocks. They've got pre-rolls, infused, and the tarantulas. Anything you need, whether it's a high-low pre-roll or a boom shakalaka tarantula. Make sure you get Mad Packs when they drop in a couple days. Check out getmadpacks.com to find all the dispensaries they'll be in.
That's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard. The lines are aura farming.
They're aura farming.
Confirmed. ACD 313 says Ivy's untouchable.
Look at that.
The most crackhead shit I've ever heard in my life. He looks buffer. Don't even have pads on. That's crazy. That's gonna go so hard in a black jersey. Oh my god.
Zero.
Yeah.
A picture, by the way. How does he look fast in a picture, by the way? Like when you look at it,
dude.
It looks like they need like that high shutter speed to capture him like that.
Smash the like button, be friend, tell a friend, share the stream. Welcome back to Whatever Waits. We've been having the, I guess the Pistons debate down the line. And obviously Tigers play the day. Jackson Jobe only pitched 4 innings. Wasn't available for media. What was the update on that, by the way, Nick? I know you reached out to a source.
I haven't seen
Yeah, he was getting back to me if he was going to be joining the team for the
KC trip.
So I have not received a text yet.
Well, we'll keep you guys posted on that
Also,
one as soon as we hear something.
Did see, this is from Lynn Henning, who I don't know.
He's an OG.
He's an OG.
He's an
That's
OG.
That's Matt's boy, yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well, this one's from Lynn, and
He's
I
like
thought
70.
He's an old guy.
he
Very
may have
old.
been click farming a little bit, but
Clip farming.
I don't think he knows what that is, brother.
What did he say?
well, that's why I'm saying it here then, I guess. Did he delete the tweet?
Why? What'd he say? Say what you... Was it a
what
fake
you
tweet?
need.
Okay, AJ Hench with a post-game assessment of Jackson Jobe that more than implies Jobe is destined for some Toledo fine-tuning once
Oh,
Alex
what the
Cobb is ready,
Yeah.
which definitely would make sense. Yeah, I
That's
gotta
some
watch.
old man
I gotta.
shit for sure.
I saw Maz watching the Jobe interview or the AJ Hinch press conference after the game. Currently can't watch it and do the show at the same time, so I'm gonna give a quick reach out to Maz to see if he's on the same page as Lynn.
Lynn
Henning here. So I'd be thoroughly shocked if we throw Alex Cobb right into this rotation and kick Jackson Jobe out.
That'd be crazy.
I would be astonished.
And I'll be honest with you, Nick, I'm not even picking on you. The fact you can't find it on his actual page now, hopefully that was like a burner. Or like
I did find it, but he like tweeted like 10 things since then, so I had to go back.
So he really said that? Why do
This
old
is a-
people say like weird shit like that? I'm serious.
I mean,
They get so pissed off to say. I mean, I love you, Sam. Sam was there once upon a time. He's an old soul.
Sam's an old
He's a
guy.
big Bob Dylan guy.
Sam's older than you are.
Yeah, 67. That's crazy. 67.
See, dude.
I got. Oh God.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Why would he go to Toledo? He's 9-1.
Well, he's
No,
not.
the
9-1.
team is
Tigers,
9-1.
The Tigers are 9-1.
Yes.
During his starts. But
Jackson
what's his
Jobe
record?
has
I think he's like 30.
he has a 4.22 ERA, which is solid for a
rookie.
Rookie.
Yes.
It's like pretty damn solid. Plus, he had one blow-up outing in Colorado. You just got hit for 3 runs, and we're all flipping out that it's a horrible outing. That's our expectations of Jackson Jobe right now.
Yeah, I don't think I'd like.
I don't like this. I mean, it would have to be some sort of innings limit type thing.
They had like 6. Sure. You know what I'm saying?
Somebody should pay a visit to Alex Cobb.
Whoa.
All right, yeah.
Because honestly,
Allegedly.
going off of what Scott did this offseason, I kind of want to see Alex Cobb.
Yeah, no, I mean, Alex Cobb was good last year.
Hopefully it's not like Maeda.
Scott was eating.
Yeah, in his 18 innings pitched, Spenny.
Yeah.
Let's see if Alex Cobb was going to retire. I will give so much credit to Scott Harris for what he's brought in through Canely and Torres, bringing Flaherty back. He had the best start of his season last time out for the Tiger team. But the Alex Cobb one still a head scratcher in my book. I don't until we see him prove to.
Well, maybe they didn't know what they're going to get out of Mize.
They definitely didn't.
that could have been like the safety.
Or Job, for that matter, but I think Job's done more than prove himself.
Job has done more than prove himself.
This team is 1,000,000% better than they were planning on, for sure.
Yeah.
Without doubt. You can't tell me they did any of this on purpose.
No way.
Because Torque had to get his job back.
Yeah.
They
signed a second baseman.
Yeah. Sweeney, literally Scott Harris talking about Sweeney being an everyday guy, which technically kind of is right now, but that's only because
also, Gary Carpenter. We gotta get him out of the outfield. We gotta get him out of the outfield.
Yeah,
it's every day now. Something's happening. He
they put him in left today.
Yeah, and he biffed one that could have ended up very bad if it wasn't for Canely. So we need Carey to. I like his bat, but not strictly DH. But he cannot be playing in the outfield every day. No.
Yeah.
No.
Well, we're getting Meadows.
He's just a little awkward.
Meadows
out there.
and
any update on that, by the way?
Yeah. I put out one of the. I was so fired up putting this tweet out last night. Didn't do how I wanted it, but none of them do. So here we are. It was
follow Nick on Twitter.
Yeah, follow me on Twitter. I definitely need some hype up. Microwave Nick Nick Kohloff. The Tigers are 36-20, sitting atop of the AL, now 37-20. But the scariest part, they're not done yet. Parker Meadows in AAA entering today was hitting .415 with a 1.538 OPS. The fun is just beginning. Let's go. Follow me on Twitter.
Yeah, I know he's a little bit streaky at the bat, but like in the outfield for sure, fire.
Oh no, in the outfield, yeah. He's
but
fine.
in big moments when he got hot,
he's been raking in AAA so far. So hopefully he'll be. I would love to see Parker Meadows join the Tigers on the road trip.
Nick, you weren't here for the Vierling conversation. What was your reaction to that?
Sucks.
Yeah, it's tough news for Vierling. I mean, he's obviously a big part of this team. He was last season. He comes back. He already contributes. Obviously, they didn't pull together the win in Cleveland or against Cleveland when he had the 2 RBI single stretched to a double, got thrown out. But to me, this signals that this team might make a move at that third base position. Matt Vierling was going to probably fill in at third. I mean, they're playing Javi there now. Zach McKinstry. How can you depend on those two guys?
I think you can depend on Javi, honestly.
I might have more faith in Zach McKinstry right now than Javi Baez, but Zach McKinstry, big double today.
Big double today.
So it's like, I don't know, but
they need they've got so many guys. Fellas. They got so many guys that should not be everyday players, and they need desperately, whether it be a third baseman or an outfielder, you need an everyday guy. So they need to buy at the deadline.
Yeah, I know we can bring up names maybe tomorrow. There's some freaking juicy names out there that'll definitely get Detroit going one way or the other. Either extremely excited or pissed or...
What's one?
Can't tell you yet. Okay. Gotta tune in tomorrow.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Yeah, but I'd be shocked if Jackson Jobe goes to AAA. That's what I'm getting out of all this. I
think it'd fuck him up.
Yeah, his confidence?
Yeah. Because he's not doing like bad.
If he had a 5,
he's not pitching poorly. Like they're
he's
winning
pitching
games.
like a rookie.
They're winning games when he's on the mound. I don't think that's something you just throw away.
He's having a better. I don't know how many games Justin Verlander played that very first year, but he's having a better rookie year than him.
Yeah, for sure. But whatever.
I'm looking right now.
Yeah, crazy right now.
Verlander's rookie year.
Chill, crazy clown. Games. We don't talk about that kind of stuff.
Oh my God, his real rookie year. He actually was disgusting.
Yeah.
3.6. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That was fucking rookie season in 30 games. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, dude. He's one of the best pitchers of all time.
MP, I follow Nick on Twitter. Solid. Shout out MP, baby. Join the party.
Nick, rest in peace to Ski Mask Boy's cat.
Damn.
R.I.P.
Sorry to hear that, brother.
He's a big bad puker. You weren't here for the Scooble Verlander conversation. I was wondering your take on that.
Yeah, I mean, it's early with Scooble, and that's part of our job is to react to the moment. There's a painting or a poster hanging out that says Verific in my basement. I've looked at it my whole entire life. Verlander is one of the greatest Detroit Tigers of all time. What Scooble is doing right now is extremely special. Like, if you're going to make me pick one, if I had to win a game, if it was in the World Series, I'm going with Skubal right now. Both of them haven't been great, but if it's in the World Series, I need to win one game. I think I'm taking Skubal, the big old lefty. I saw JV in 2 World Series. Wasn't great as a Tiger. He turned that around as an Astro. Skubal obviously had the bad start in the Guardian game, which it was 1 pitch basically. He was dominant before that. So I'm excited to see Skubal this year in the playoffs. But right now, dude, I don't think I've ever seen a better pitch than Skubal's changeup right now. Like, JV's curveball was dynamic, electric, but Skubal's changeup is, like, one of the best pitches I've ever seen in my life. Maybe the best. And that's including JV's curveball.
Yeah, it's up there. It is a nasty pitch. But, like I said, Verlander started 30 games for 9 straight seasons for the Tigers, so I'm not putting Skubal over him yet.
Yeah, I was just, like, I'm at the part, Game 7 of a World Series right now. I think I would trust Skubal's right now, the lefty. Straight up. Whoa. I'm not saying he's a better Tiger of all time, at all. If that's the conversation, I'm not saying that.
Where are you at in that scenario?
He's not a better Tiger of all time.
No. Game 7 of a World Series right now.
Stuff for stuff, it's pretty close. Yeah, I'm not. Verlander had a better year than Skubal's best year. I'd still take Verlander.
Just to go 9.
But if you want to make that argument, we could have that argument all day. Who would you rather have right now in one game? Prime Verlander or Prime Skubal? But when people were saying that Skubal's already a better Tiger than Verlander, it's just stupid.
I think that's ridiculous.
It's just stupid.
Yeah, I didn't know that's what the conversation was. I was just thinking.
Neil. You already know it's going to go to the extreme.
Runyon says Skubal embarrasses hitters.
Yeah.
So
in numbers, I've been getting blown up on Twitter.
In his career. He loves Jared Goff the way you think he just gets people going. That's what he does.
And then when that part got brought up, I thought I was living in a bizarro world.
Yeah, that was fucking nuts.
Could not understand that at all.
By that measure,
he asked me, what if Justin Verlander took the Lions to 2 Super Bowls and lost them both? I was like, what does that even mean? I don't know.
What did he say?
What? Yeah, so, I mean...
What if Kate Cunningham scored 40 goals next season?
Yeah, that was a heated debate, but I'm not... If you want to say, who are you starting now?
Wait, was that the same day or today?
That was the same day.
He said if Verlander took the Lions Super Bowl twice...
To 2 Super Bowls and lost, how would he be received in this town? I was like, who's done that? Nobody's done that. We've never been to a Super Bowl.
He did that in a baseball sense.
Yeah, and I know.
I think we'd be really happy with
I honestly don't know. I was so confused. I didn't even want to talk about it that much during the argument.
I mean, look at how much he fucking throats Jared Goff from a former hater after going to the NFC Conference Championship game.
Neil. So yeah, when Jared Goff got brought up, they both kind of converged into one, and then both threw. I was like, whoa, like what? Because Stick was arguing Verlander, and Neil was arguing Skubal, and then Goff got mentioned, and the beams converged. That was a wild segment.
Yeah, the way they gobble over the NFC Championship loss. If he got the Super Bowl twice and lost, they'd be doing breaststrokes in that sauce.
Yeah, I agree. Like I said, it was a really weird conversation. But let's go to break. We'll come back. Tell us about Loom, Nick.
Spring is in the air and Michigan is buzzing. I think this is an old read, so we are winging it. Spenny loves it. Easy loves it. Chris loves it. His cousin loves it. His girlfriend loves it. All 7 of them. Loom Dispensary.
Hey,
Loom Cannabis. Make sure you guys check it out. Just kidding. You know he only has one.
Out your mouth.
But yeah, Loom is the best dispensary out there. You guys got to make sure you use code WSN30 for 30% off your entire order. What a steal. Check out their pens. Check out their drinks. Best in the game. Best cannabis. Make sure you guys check it out. And they have the best deal. That is code WSN30 for 30% off your entire order. Make sure you check them out.
Are you a real Detroit sports fan? Woodward Sports is here to give you all the Detroit sports you can handle. Weekdays, make sure you're locked in on Wake Up Woodward from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. Followed by Big D Energy with Neil Rule and Darren McCarty from 11 a.m. to 1. Up next, you can't miss Ermanni and Edwards with Maz. from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. And finish the day out with the bad boys of Detroit sports media, the Woodward Heavyweights, from 5 to 7 p.m. Okay, wait, that isn't enough for you, you sports freak. Check out Woodward Wings, Woodward Ringside, and the Lions Weekly Update every Sunday with Broder, Terry Foster, and Sean Beligian. Subscribe on YouTube for all our great content, and make sure you're following on all social media, X, IG, Facebook, and TikTok. You want sports? We got you covered. Detroit's #1 sports network, Woodward Sports.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy precision haircut, scalp massage, hot leather neck shave, and hot towel treatment from one of our talented stylists. Step up your game this season and take advantage of our $20 haircut special. Scan the QR code and get your coupon today. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, the ultimate haircut experience. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
It's bear hunting season, and Dan Campbell is hungry for some kneecaps.
If you can just get a hold of them and you start dragging their ass out to the deep, dark abyss, you can drown them.
The Kings of the North are back for another year of the brand new Lions. Make sure you're locked in to Detroit's #1 sports network for all the news and info on your Detroit Lions.
Woodward Sports, let's go.
Created the category of the original Detroit style pizza and has been serving it since 1946 with 22 locations in Michigan. There's always a Buddy's Pizza near you. Buddy's is a cornerstone of the city of Detroit, being here for 79 years and is a dedicated community partner with notable partnerships with local organizations like the Michigan Humane Society, the Salvation Army, the Detroit Zoo, and more. Save 10% off your entire order using promo code 10MEAL. That's the number 10 and then MEAL. Go find a location near you at buddyspizza.com.
What up, though? Welcome back to Woodward Heavyweights Live, WoodwardSports.com. I'm joined by Small Raxter, Chris, Nicholas, Kohloff.
Let's go.
Skywalker. Do you want to go around the league after your massage? We'll save it for tomorrow?
We'll save it for tomorrow.
We'll save it for tomorrow, yeah. We're getting up there.
Yeah, we got one segment left.
All right, Sam LaPorta. Willing to risk his body to go play some Olympic football?
Yeah, we got a video of Sam LaPorta talking about, if you guys didn't see, did they okay it, right? Or did they like say we're going to propose it? But they're doing,
I thought the videos played.
They're doing, what's it called? Flag football in the Olympics. Or they're talking about doing flag football in the Olympics. But here's what Sam LaPorta had to say about it.
The news comes down that the NFL players are going to be allowed to play at the Olympics. What's the reaction among the group, and is that something that you would, like to do if you're able?
That's 2028. I feel like that's so far away. I mean, just thinking back, like 2 years coming into the league in 2023, and now it's 2025. It feels like an eternity, to be honest, in the best way possible. But that's pretty far away. If I was to be selected, I feel like I would participate. Just such a cool thing to represent your country. So we'll see, but that's in a couple of years. I'm not sure when the training would start for that either, to be honest.
That's a great question. When would you, if you were an NFL player who wanted to play on the Olympic flag football team, when does that training start? Because football is kind of like you start in the spring, then through the summer, then obviously you have the whole entire season until like November. Like when, I'm sorry, to January.
I was gonna say like, dude, I kind of got swayed right there to the other side of it. It's tugging at my heartstrings, my American heartstrings, because like I was originally gonna say, fuck no, Sam LaPorta, I do not want you doing flag football in the Olympics.
The Detroit Lions select.
God forbid somebody gets an ACL in flag football, I would be fucking livid. But also a Sam LaPorta USA jersey would go so hard. And like,
we don't even watch flag football.
I
want it.
I'm an Olympics guy, and I've never seen flag football in the Olympics. I would want the USA to win gold in the Olympics. But I also think we could win gold in the Olympics if we had the best high school players play flag football.
Yeah.
Like if they started this year and Bryce Underwood was the quarterback, we'd probably win gold.
Our fucking sport.
Yeah.
There's not a fucking chance. Like, I mean, look at how long it's taking people to catch up to us in basketball. By the way, we got it from Canada. Like, I don't know. There's just no.
We did take it from
I'm
Canada.
not excited about the flag football stuff. I'm really not. There's these other, I mean, maybe Germany and Brazil, I know, has been playing some football lately.
Well,
Australia? Rugby? Probably
yeah,
got
New
some
Zealand.
Australia would have a good team for sure. Rugby.
Actually, But that's offensive line. That's more in pads. I think of New Zealand and Samoa.
I mean, rugby's not in pads. Those motherfuckers, I feel like they would be pretty good at flag football. Because it's not like you have a line.
But even then, it's still tackling. It's still like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but still. You're just diving.
The guys that would be elite at J-Mo, Jameer on this team that I would want to see. Outside of that, I would rather you guys stay home and be a fan like me. And that's being said, we don't need to send out our
What the
best.
hell?
What?
Since when does YouTube do ads where your screen gets cut in half?
I don't know.
I have like our stream right here and then an ad going right here. It's Roblox or something.
Need to spend again.
Dude, that's crazy. I've never seen that before.
I'm
guess I
good
don't
on our
watch
guys
YouTube.
playing flag football, though.
Yeah, I don't.
I have you guys the way
I would send the college guys. Runyon says send the college guys.
Absolutely.
I would send the college guys. I don't know if you're sending your $30 million receiver to go play flag football.
What's the difference between this and sending the best players literally in the NBA to go win the USA Gold? Is it because it's such a world sport where you have to send your best guys?
I think that NFL is
win?
so much more about start and stop and cutting side to side that it's a lot more tension on your joints and it's a lot more chance for them to tear an ACL trying to do a cut on flag football court than it is a basketball player playing basketball.
I don't know. I feel like every time you jump, you're in a fucking situation.
Yeah, you are.
It's true.
I guess from a resting position to running, maybe it's a little bit more. I mean, that's a great question, Nick, to be honest with you. That's phenomenal.
Saquon would be crazy.
But I wouldn't want to risk it. For my team, I care
imagine-
way more.
imagine-
But are you guys
about
cool
the
with
Super Bowl.
Cade going to the Olympics and being the
Absolutely.
face of the team?
Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure.
100%.
See, like,
It's true.
What if we win a Super Bowl first?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Then,
You go ahead.
Yeah.
Do whatever you want.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm with you guys.
You go swim with
Ultimately, I want
sharks.
them
I
to
don't
play.
care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's win a Super Bowl first. Send the whole team.
Could you imagine Josh Allen and Saquon Barkley doing zone read handoffs in a flag football match?
Could you just imagine Josh Allen throwing the ball 90 yards to Jameson Williams? On a
Flag football wise,
Jameer would be better than Saquon.
it would be pretty close.
Josh
So you
Allen
hold on. You
loads
think
up 90
Jameer
yards
is better
downfield.
at padded football than Saquon Barkley, but Saquon
I think it's
Barkley
pretty close.
better than Jameer in flag football.
I think both ways is pretty close. If you want to say one or the other, I'm not mad at it.
I think that's
I
crazy.
still feel like Derrick Henry puts the fear of God in anybody, and they don't even try to take him down. They don't even try.
Oh, can you still stiff arm?
I feel like, you have to be able to.
Derrick Henry would be a great selection.
But
I think even the retired
Saquon could tuck
Well,
his
that's the other thing
flags
too.
into
There's
his
a whole
quads.
there's a whole party of flag football players that
they're
don't believe
robotic.
NFL players are good enough to
That is
play
true,
their game.
too. There's a guy that says he's better than Patrick Mahomes.
Which no, you're not.
He's not.
You're not.
You would be in the NFL.
Yep.
Easy. Can Jared Goff get you to the promised land in Olympic flag football?
All right.
Not a
Mailbag.
chance. Not a chance.
That'd be the only way South Korea beats you.
South Korea.
With Jared Goff, the fucking quarterback. Just
That's crazy.
flag football wise,
Yeah.
because they run.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
I mean, you can just sit back to drop some dots though.
Allen, Gibbs, Bowers. That would be.
Luke's
J-Mo.
not feeling Jared Goff in flag football. You just give him Lamar or Josh Allen.
Lamar
for
or Josh Allen is
Lamar
def-
would be a demon in flag football.
Two-headed backfield.
He already does the flag football shit, like running backwards.
Yeah.
Like that that guy who plays flag football who thinks he's better than Lamar fucking Jackson.
Yeah, no.
Lamar would come in and bro, it'd be a
Lamar
wrap,
is the
son.
most. Lamar would be the quarterback.
On top of just being better athletes too.
Much
Like,
better athletes.
yeah. Insane.
Yeah, he definitely works at Hertz or something.
Detroit fans glaze everything, says Damon Dice, the Chicago Bears fan. Now, while I do agree with that, Chicago Bears fans are probably worse.
Definitely worse.
You guys are like, you've been talking about Super Bowls and everything for 5 years. You've been nowhere near. Nowhere near.
All right.
Flag football, you want small, shifty guys.
Mailbag? Anybody?
Yeah.
Little mailbag questions. Drop them in
Down
there.
for some mailbag. I've never spoke that much, but can't be the only guy.
You got some breaking news?
Yeah, got some breaking news here. Sadly, not on Jackson Jobe, but this was Colt Keith on the ground crew situation.
Oh,
from
yeah?
Petzold.
Okay.
Do we have that video? Should we?
I don't know if
I'll
we
get
can
it.
play Yeah.
All right. Quote unquote. This is from Colt Keith. I watched the whole thing. Actually, it was pretty gross. I saw his kneecap on the side of his knee. He was screaming. It was terrible. And then I saw him pop it back in. Saw that today. Kind of an experience. I hope he's all right.
Fuck, dude.
So maybe, I don't know who the fuck was yelling at him during this whole entire situation.
Probably some
but
fans. They're probably
some
chirping
fans
him.
chirping him.
Yeah.
This dude put his kneecap back on.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
God.
gross, dude.
My uncle did that one time.
I mean,
it was Thanksgiving and he was wrestling my cousin's boyfriend. And,
What?
Yeah,
Repeat.
they were all
Repeat.
fucking wasted. And
You know what?
Uncle
Let me
Fred,
hit that.
to his credit, the kneecap was on the side of his leg. I saw him walk to the stairs and slap it back. And then he was so fucked up. He was like, "Did that just happen?" He's like,
did he have to have surgery?
"What?" Yeah, he tore his ACL. He tore his MCL. He tore all the CLs.
Yeah.
All the bitches.
All the CLs.
All the CLs were torn.
Yeah.
Yeah, he tore a bunch of shit.
See, we should get that guy on the show. Be like, who were you talking shit to? Was it the fans?
No, it's definitely the camera guy.
Yeah, I know.
He just had his kneecap on the side of his leg.
What do you want the camera guy to do? He's not going to not film you.
I mean, it's kind of weird too, filming. I'm not
Camera guy's telling a story.
Camera guy's doing his job.
He'd be
Camera guy,
getting
maybe you should do
ridiculed
your
if he
job more and
wasn't.
still have a kneecap.
I mean,
I'm just kidding.
That's a great point, Nick. Are you best friends with the camera guy there? How'd you get that answer out of your ass so fast? You didn't go to broadcasting school. You're right.
Where was the first mailbag? I saw it from Runyon. Mailbag. Who is Spain's starting quarterback in flag football?
Paul Gasol.
Paul Gasol? Yeah, maybe.
It's got to be
Ricky Rubio.
Ricky Rubio.
Ilya Taporia.
Someone
Someone gets close to him, he fucking knocks him
Yeah,
out.
no, it'd probably be Ricky Rubio.
Rudy Fernandez at running back.
Mailbag from John effing Lord. Who wins Fish versus Flannel Oklahoma drill?
Flannel would destroy Fish.
I don't know about destroy, dude.
He would fucking... Fish is so fragile.
Fish has heart.
He is so fragile.
Yeah, Flannel would probably truck him. But
Yeah.
Flannel's also very unathletic.
Flannel's still like 6'2".
He's taller than 6'2".
6'3", yeah. Yeah, Flannel's not a small guy. I would say he's athletic.
He's not athletic. I'll say
He's
that.
a little boxy.
He'll tell you he's not athletic.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I got to give it to Flannel off because neither of them are athletic.
Watching
But
Flannel
Flannel's
hit
twice
pads.
the size of Fish.
Or
They would both look extremely funny in pads.
I'd love to see Flannel on sleds.
Hit a sled? Any more?
Mailbag.
Mailbag.
Oh, I thought you
No, I thought you saw one.
What are you doing right now?
I don't know, dude. I'm trying. We got 3 minutes.
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna say something.
Trying to think of something. I'm pretty high, dude.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Did the Mad Packs minute today.
What'd you guys talk about?
JMO and Hutch season highs.
And
Cash received. That was not cash. I heard it run back.
It was not.
like you made them up?
Yeah, I said they're going to set season highs in sacks and receiving yards, respectively.
Yeah, JMO 1 is crazy. I can't even lie.
Does that
Wait on it.
Oh, Detroit Lions, by the way, do a joint practice. Miami Dolphins coming here. Then I believe we're going to Houston.
Height means nothing, says John effing Lord. I'm 5'7". I would run Flannel over. Low man definitely wins.
Low
but
man wins.
Like I said, Fish
So
is
it does
not
mean
this
something.
pinnacle of athlete either. So Fish does have the heart, though.
Flannel's 6'4" and can't dunk.
Mailbag, did you
That's
guys
true.
hear that the Chrisleys got out of jail? I don't know who that is.
The who?
Oh, I saw your guys' update on the jail thing.
I
Yeah.
know that.
You're
know
out.
that,
Dude.
Larry
Yeah,
got
you're out.
Boys out.
I know. Not thrilled.
Shout out Lenton.
What'd you say, Chris?
Larry Hoover got
Released?
commuted by Trump.
Trump, yeah, and I guess
Larry
Youngboy
Hoover.
did too. DNC says Trump pardoned Youngboy, not a question.
Really? That's crazy.
fair.
That's actually fucking wild.
He pardoned Kodak too, right? And Wayne.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I mean, Kodak voted for him.
Do we see Trump in a durag
Saved ASAP Rocky.
I've seen
Way
memes.
back when.
with the cigarette in the mouth?
Hey, I watched New Captain America. It wasn't bad.
Yeah.
I feel like people were hating on it. I mean, I could be remembering that incorrectly, but it
I don't know
wasn't
if
bad.
people were hating on it. They were just like, it was meh.
I mean, yeah.
That's what I heard a lot of. Was it was like it wasn't bad. It wasn't great.
New Cap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
You
heard
saw
there
it?
wasn't much of the whole Red Hulk that they're hyping up.
I think that's
in
what
the-
people wanted. The Red Hulk.
Oh yeah, he's barely in it.
Is minimal Red Hulk, but I mean, it was a sweet fight.
Who was the villain then?
You have to watch.
I'm not gonna watch.
Also, you guys, you
I
have
haven't
to see.
seen any
You
of the
have to
Remember
see
the
that
guy
new-
in the Hulk who like takes the fucking
Abomination.
Well, no, remember the guy that has his brain starts.
Oh,
fucking
yeah,
swelling up?
yeah.
That's the bad guy.
Okay.
Did any of you guys see
That kind of
Sinners?
ruins the movie for you though. Yeah, I did.
I did not see Sinners.
I heard it was
like
really
Sinners.
good.
You
I
What did you
want to
guys
see
think?
Sinners.
I like Sinners a lot.
You guys got to see that Tim Robinson movie though. Hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you
I've
saw it?
watched
Oh, yeah,
I
you're
think
big
you
Tim
should
Robinson
leave
Paul
it.
Rudd, right?
Yeah.
That's two very funny
Shout out
guys.
to Tim Robinson for linking up Paul Rudd. Paul Rudd's kind of a big star.
Big deal. No one
Tim
says
Robinson.
thoughts on John Jones allegations. Is there more? I mean,
New drop.
He says allegations.
oh.
They're. I mean, I don't know if they're real. They're like there's memes because he's over in Russia
Diddy
filming
parties?
their Ultimate Fighter, and so like they do a lot of the sauna where they're just like deep.
40 dudes
Yeah.
in a bathtub, pretty much.
So someone AI'd him into there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's
I think that's what he's talking about.
All right, that'll do it for
But
us
yeah,
today.
fuck John Jones. He's a terrorist. He's ruined the heavyweight division. He's only fought guys in their fucking out of their prime when he was on fucking steroids, and he lost to Dominic Reyes.
Never
Just
lost.
say it.
Greatest of all
The
time.
fucking truth. Oh, he beat the fucking French dude who's an up and comer. Don't give a fuck. Fight the guy. I can't think of his name.
Aspinall.
Aspinall.
Greatest of all time. Literally
Fight the guy.
every UFC fighter we've had on said John Jones the GOAT. But that'll do it for us today. Appreciate you.
Fight Tom
stepping in.
Aspinall.
For Easy, for Nick, for Skywalker, for
Well, let's call
Chris.
it title.
I am Spencer with the Heavyweights. We'll catch you guys tomorrow. Peace.